Welcome. Now, we've got AgGe as well, so that's coming in. You're here for the STPL Captain Clash. AgGe is one of the people taking part as well, so hopefully this should all go well. I'm just kind of fixing his color, because I managed to remove like all of the color from everywhere. But it looks all good now. How are you, AgGe? Had a nice weekend?
Yeah, it's been a really calm weekend because, my girl has just left for Thailand on Friday evening, so I'm all alone for 2 weeks. So right now I have a lot of time on my hand.
Nice. Okay, so if people tuning in, there's not actually that many people here yet, so maybe I'll go through the explanation of it a little bit later, but this is a King of the Hill style format. There are 8 maps to go through, and essentially the winner is the person who's won the most maps at the end of the night. So should be kind of cool. Obviously AgGe is going to be one of the people starting us off here, so maybe things could be a little bit weird with you casting your own games, but it should be fine.
Yeah, it's always hard casting your own games. I tried that in the iRk tour, and yeah,
well,
it's really hard.
Yeah, good thing is you've got Warrior to talk about in game 1, so it's okay. Just avoid talking about yourself, it'll be fine. But having a look at the maps, these are some maps a lot of people maybe have never seen before in their entire lives, because that's what I do. We're starting with God's Garden, a map from 2009. Back then, this map was actually pretty standard, so it shouldn't be too weird. Then we're going to head into Retro Feeling, which is a foreign-made map, which is actually a remake of Lost Temple as if it was 2-player. Kind of cool to see that. We're going to be heading into Sparkle for map number 3. That's the map most people probably know. Then we're going to have Rush Hour 3 even, as map number 4. That's a cool 3-player map from back in the day. We're going to head into Persona, which only saw 1 tournament worth of play. I think it was the Ever OSL, but lots of fun to see games on that map. Going to be heading into Fatal Combat, which is one of the maps that failed to make it into this ASL, but it's still a really fun map, and it was all the maps I voted to, so I voted for, so I thought I'd bring it back. We're going to have Fantasy 2 as map number 7. That's kind of a mismatch of 4 of the older maps, like Gamer Go On. I can't remember the other 3 that take part in it, but maybe you know, because you've been around since Vanilla, so...
Which one?
Fantasy 2. What 4 maps is that made up of? I know Gamer Go On is one of them.
Yeah, Gamer Go On and... Well, yeah. We'll just see when we get there. I can't remember the name of the maps, but it's a fun map.
Yep, and then the final map will be Desert Fox, a 3-player map from one of the MSLs back in the day. Now, this is kind of a new overlay system, or it's still the same system at least, but I don't know whether or not it's going to work properly. This is my first time testing it out, so hopefully it's all going to be fine. But if we have a look at our first driver, as it were, our first player in game number 1, it's going to be AgGe. Now, you actually haven't played that many games. That's because you've got so many good players on iRk that I guess you find it hard to fit yourself in the roster.
Yeah, I have nothing to do on the roster in iRk. And mostly I don't have time to play that much either, so I'm pretty glad just standing by watching the other players play.
Okay, and our second player is going to be for Red. It's Warrior. Now, Warrior plays a little bit more. He steps in a lot more often when they don't have their sort of best players available, but he's still a good player. He's 2 for 6 overall, but he's been up against some really strong opponents. And his best map is actually Young, which is kind of crazy. Not many people probably have that as their best map in the STPL, but there we go.
That's my favorite STPL map as well.
Yeah, it was really fun. I may bring it back at some point, but obviously Season 2 we went for some more maps. Season 3 we'll probably go for some more maps, so you never know what's going to happen. Let's have a look at our first map here. It is, as I said before, relatively standard. I mean, it's not too crazy or anything like that, but always worth checking the map layout. Essentially, the middle's quite open, although it's also choky at the same time. And you have kind of back naturals as well, so it's very easy to get to 3 gas on this map.
Yeah, I kind of like this map, and in this game I'm gonna be playing Protoss, so having a free expansion is always good. Um,
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the one thing I'm gonna have trouble with my overlay is I still can't work out how to properly do like people race picking. So for this, you're gonna be kind of Zerg, but we all know you're Protoss because it'll say that on the screen. So it's all good. Let's have a look at game number 1. It's gonna be AgGe versus Warrior here on God's Garden.
Let's do it, people.
Okay, starting us off here in the top right, or top left position even, we do have the man himself, it's AgGe in the navy blue.
Yeah, and in the bottom right position, playing in the new magenta color, it is Red's Warrior.
Now, I must admit, when I first loaded this replay, I wanted to know exactly why Incomplete didn't just take an ob slot, but I guess he had his reasons. Kicking it old school.
You're probably figuring out why we're going here, so I won't spoil anything. But we actually wanted to interact with each other during the games, so
yeah, fair enough.
felt more natural to have each other.
I must admit, that's the really annoying thing about the ob slot. You can't talk to the players, which is kind of a pain.
Yeah, totally.
Now, with the back natural on this map, I haven't seen too many games on it, but it looks like you are going to go for what I'd think would happen. You're going to wall off the main ramp and then take the back natural first, which seems like a pretty good idea. Warrior hasn't really decided what to do just yet. Looks like it will be a 12 hatch, but opting to send a second drone as well. Maybe just getting ready for your probe even.
Yeah. I'm trying to make a wall here, but the entrance here on the ramp is a bit unexpected actually. So I can't really build the fort where I want to build it. So you'll notice why I'm placing my pylons a bit weird here.
Yeah, this kind of looks like when you Warrior saying you're playing the easy race. To be fair, I guess if this was ZBZ, the game may be over already, so possibly a good thing.
Well, yeah, we haven't given Incomplete tuition yet.
He's been sat there just staring at like a single command center. What can he actually see right now? Oh, he can see both of you now. Okay. I'll turn off his vision so we don't keep noticing his SCV in the bottom left. But looks like Warrior did go for that fast expansion. I know you said that was quite brave, but I mean in CVP, fairly standard to do that these days. Although going up, if you think about it, if he thought you were Zerg and he still won 12 hatch, that was very, very risky.
Yeah.
And even then you went gate first, so that makes it even more risky. So we'll have to see how that's going to work out.
Yeah, so just for the viewers, most of us are, all three of us doesn't play enough these days to know exactly what to do anymore, and especially when we get maps like these, we're all in the dark here. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens here. I haven't watched the replays yet either. I watched the game, of course, because I'm in it, but we also drank a lot of whiskey and stuff, so yeah.
But you're saying this could be quite fun. Now, it looks like Warrior's taking a lot of damage to the single Zealot. That's a little bit unfortunate, but due to the fact he did go 12 hatch, there wasn't really too much he could do. Finally, we have a sunken colony coming up, so that's going to help a little bit, but still very, very, very difficult position to be in already for Warrior.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage here. I'm feeling like a god right now. I'm like, just hunting drones down, I'm like...
Well, that's like a ton of drone damage to be taking, but luckily enough, Warrior... Well, he doesn't know you've not got much coming up behind this, but you're not going constant Zealot or anything like that, so he does have a little bit of breathing room.
Yeah.
And you're expanding as well, so it's not like he's up against 2K.
No, and he cancelled his hatchery at the entrance as well, his third hatchery, so he got a lot of minerals back.
He got the minerals back, put them straight back into drone, so his drone count's not looking too bad. Your probe count isn't doing too bad either. You do have the second Nexus up now, and I know you mentioned that like you guys don't have much time to play anymore. Incomplete. This is probably like the last kind of tournament-ish map or tournament-ish game he's probably going to be playing because he's now a father, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is like in honor of Incomplete. We've been hanging out, even though we're in different clans. We're still clan leaders, and we've been hanging out a lot on internet. So we discuss a lot of issues and stuff. So yeah.
Oh, Warrior did a good job catching your zealot there. That could have been a lot worse, but you did a good job trying to move in between the minerals, making it a little bit more difficult to attack, but unfortunately there was still enough room for 2 links to hit it, so that's something. We've got a Hydra Den coming up here for Warrior. Your second gas is coming up, you've got a Stargate, and you're going to a Citadel as well, so looks like we're going to see some Dark Templar, or maybe just High Templar.
Yeah, getting my first Corsair now, and I still don't have any cannons, and I'm not sure why I'm building cannons right now, but I guess it's good for something maybe.
Well,
feels like I should be ahead here, so yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those things where you don't normally play maps where you would have your main defended by a ramp. It's kind of like Crossing Field that's going to be in the BSL now. It kind of throws things off a little bit because you expect that you need cannons or you just die. But if you're up a ramp, it's not too much of a big deal. But the cannons will help a little bit later if we do see Warrior going for some kind of like Hydra push or anything. But Warrior, from what I've seen of his play, he usually plays a little bit more standard. So I doubt we'll see too much crazy shenanigans or anything.
And I guess my PVC is my only standard matchup. My Zerg isn't really substandard.
Yeah, playing your Zerg is like impossible for me. It's like I struggle in TBZ enough already, and then all of a sudden I have like lurker drops coming in from 5 different angles, and it's like, what? How do I deal with this? Like, it's hard enough dealing with lurkers normally.
Yeah, I know. Whistler usually yells at me when I'm playing CVT because it's like you are like impossible to teach how to play CVT in the new meta because you just go all in on 15 attacks at once. There's no coming back. If you lose that, you're so fucked up. So yeah.
Well, looks like you're defending pretty well back at home. You've got an attack going in at the natural of Warrior as he tries to take up his third base there. The Sunkens are going to help keep him alive, and you do lose that Corsair. A little bit unfortunate, but it is kind of difficult to keep on top of everything when there's so much going on. Like when you watch, when you watch pro players, they make it look so easy, and it's really not.
Yeah, I was chasing a Zergling in my base and forgot about my attack. I mean, yeah, that's my focus.
Yeah, T45, just to let you know, it's the real Warrior in chat. This is a replay. AgGe is also casting, so him casting and playing at the same time may be a little bit broken, given the fact he would see everything, but we can live with that. It's all good. Yeah, he's stream cheating. Okay, well, your Corsair is going to see the third base. This is a pretty important scout. Looks like you are going to get ready to take your own third base as well. There's been no DTs just yet. I don't think your Templar Archives is done, unless I'm blind. No, you actually went Citadel into Robo, so you're just going for the leg speed instead. Oh, there's the Templar Archives.
Yeah, I was planning on taking the other expansion in the beginning, but realized that I had no idea how to wall.
Yeah, you can't really wall on this. Essentially, the way this map works is you're kind of supposed to take the back natural first. Zerg can kind of get away with it because you can plug with like a hatchery and a evolution chamber or whatnot, but probably doesn't help the spawn you were in. Like when you look at where Warrior spawned, you could probably wall in kind of just above the ramp, but you can't do that on your one.
No.
Hellamel saying that Protoss is underpowered. Bonith would like a word. He beat like 5 of the best non-pro Terrans in a row yesterday or something, so
Yeah.
including Ample as well. And he beat Ample 2-0.
It's crazy. He's a beast. I mean, his PvT is like, yeah, it's brilliant. I don't know how he do it, but
I guess it's because, well, I used to think like his PvT was so good because there was no Terrans, but now there's barely any Zergs anymore, so I guess he just gets loads of PvT games.
yeah.
Okay, so Warrior did push forward with his Hydras, didn't manage to break through your Nexus, and you're chasing him down with a ton of Zealots. Do you have +1 yet? Yes, you do. So +1 obviously going to be a massive help here. And this is looking pretty good for you. Warrior does need to be very careful, but both your supplies are doing pretty well so far, so you're both doing a really good job macroing up.
Yeah, Warrior is really, I'm really letting him back here into the game. So, yeah, this is where I think I struggle a lot. That I don't. When I come to mid game, I have no idea what to do. So I'm basically just staying inside.
Well, when did you actually start playing PvZ? Because I know you've been playing Zerg since vanilla, so.
Yeah, it was actually in CPL. After the first season that I joined CPL, because so many were playing Zerg that each game was Zerg versus Zerg, and I got really tired of it. So I wanted to learn something else, so I picked Protoss. And
you could have picked Terran. You messed up. Could have gone AgGe, man.
I'm thinking of picking Terran for the next CPL season.
Oh, instead of TVP, you'll go TVZ. You'll go. Wait, what? Instead of ZVZ, you'll go TVZ, I guess.
Yeah, or just going Terran all the way.
Oh, your DT got stuck behind the minerals. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, I know, that's so annoying.
Well, this is still annoying for Warrior because even though he's got an Overlord there, he can't really do anything about it. There's 2 DTs in his main. Warrior's pushing in on your front. He's trying to break through. You've already got 3 cannons there, so this is definitely not the best position to be in. These DTs have got 4, 6. I don't even know where the 3rd DT is. Wow, you've killed so many drones. You're just the drone destroyer this game.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's getting all your probes at the natural. The Lurker's in a really, really good spot. 5 kills on that Lurker already.
Yeah. This is so bad.
Oh, but you're going to get his lair if he doesn't do anything. Oh, you're going for his Hydra Den instead.
I have no idea why I'm doing that.
Well, killing his Hydra Den's still pretty good. It stops him getting Lurkers again, stops him getting more Hydras that could bust you.
Yeah.
But this is definitely a weird situation to be in. You've done so much damage to each other right now. What the hell?
But Warrior banked up a lot of minerals, so I guess he's gonna be back in action with all his drones right away. Yeah, like 900 minerals, I think.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, so he'll rebuild those pretty quickly. You're sitting on a few minerals yourself, but oh, the shuttle goes down. And oh, you've got no observer, have you? So there we go. The observer's finally coming in. I love how you went ReV and Templar at the same time, just to kind of make it even harder to figure out what you're actually doing. Like this is what you do in Zerg versus Terran, but it's kind of the opposite. You're like, go Muters and Lurkers at exactly the same moment, and I'll be like, well, what do I defend against? It looks like the Reaver is eventually going to be able to clean up these Lurkers, but it seems to be having trouble actually firing. Reaver's really awful like that, but that's all good.
I really hate them.
Oh, well, this one's certainly going to die, so there we go. You don't have to worry about Reavers anymore.
Nope. And now I don't have any observers again, so no more detection.
Well, it looks like your 3rd base is going to go back down again. Warrior, meanwhile, is trying to take a 4th base over here in the bottom left. Taking the natural pretty good, because unlike on most maps where you take a natural and you secure another base, by taking this you can secure 2 bases, which is kind of crazy. But you have got a lot of Storm on the high ground. You do have another Reaver up there as well. Interestingly, you don't have shuttle speed just yet, so I guess you were I don't see a lot of Protoss players getting shuttle speed unless they're gonna go crazy with shuttles. Do you?
I think you have speed.
Oh yeah, you do. It's just you barely moved it, so it didn't like accelerate, I guess.
It's like the first thing that I upgrade. Even before I get the reverse, I always get the speed because I'm so annoyed to get with the slow shuttles.
How did this DT get into Red Warrior's natural? I'm so confused at how that got there. Was that left over from before?
Yeah, I hit it.
Ah. Okay, you've got 2 Reavers going in on his other natural expansion. Looks like the Ling's going to take a ton of the Scarab hits. They're still doing so much damage. The issue is, though, even though you're in a good position in terms of attacking him... Oh, you're even going to get the... Oh my god, you've got 9 kills on this Templar already. 10. There's just so many drones going. There's like been like a drone genocide this game, and oh my god, the Scarab, is it going to hit? Is it going to hit? Nope. No. That's... But still...
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. You don't have the Scarab upgrade or damage upgrade, but you're still eating through the spawning pool so quickly. Looks like it will go down, but I mean the main problem is you've killed 12 drones over here. Warrior is slowly starting to mine at his 4th base, but you do still need to find a way out of your main here because you're still a little bit trapped.
Yeah, and I'm only building cells. I don't know why I'm building cells. That is like the stupidest thing to build versus lurkers.
Well, zealots are like pretty good, so I wouldn't worry about it. I like how you're kind of worried about a drop as well, so you keep... Oh no, it was the Mutilus you saw, wasn't it? I was like, you're adding cannons by that cliff just in case he drops up there, but it does help against the Mutilus as well. I guess you did lose your Corsairs earlier, didn't you? And I don't think you rebuilt them, so that's a little bit of problematic. You said, like, zealots aren't great, but I mean, you moved down, you killed a lurker, you've damaged a lot of the Hydralisks as well. Trouble is, you've lost your Observer again. And SE2 All Might, this is God's Garden. You have a keen eye. Okay, you're slowly starting to clean up the front of your natural expansion. You have a Zealot somehow in Warrior's 5th base. I swear I do not understand how you keep getting these units in places, but...
That is just one of my sprinters. It's like Usain Bolt. He was like running past all the lurkers.
Well, the Zealots are kind of eating up the attention of the Mutilus, which is good for you because you've got a drop going down into the bottom left. This is an interesting place to drop, but the Archon should be able to clean up all of this. Now, you've got Corsairs. They're eating through the Mutilus very quickly. This is kind of crazy. And you've now got... Oh, the shuttle! Oh, the shuttle goes down to Scourge. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. And you notice how I tend to try and drop by the mineral line all the time? I mean, I'm watching so many replays analyzing players all weeks and maps, and I can't even figure out myself that I can just drop Templars on the cliff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that cliff is pretty good. It's one of those things, though, when you're in a game, it's really hard to, like, figure out what's going on a lot of the time, so... Looks like that Archon got a ton of drones. That was kind of funny. Warrior tried to expand over to his base again, and they all got caught in the crossfire. But you finally got into some Dragoons. Your 3rd base is coming back up. Now, the interesting thing about God's Garden, and the thing you're probably going to struggle with here, is unlike a lot of them... I mean, this is a relatively modern map. It's from 2009, so it was kind of like the modern Kesper as such. But it's going to be very difficult for you to try and get a 4th base here. So... You're doing a pretty good job at least denying further expansions from Warrior, but you need to try and expand somewhere. It's just where you're going to is going to be a problem.
Yeah. And look at my base. I've been building shuttles instead of Reavers, I think. So I now have 4 shuttles.
Well, shuttles are pretty good. Just watch Snow. You're getting ready for the Sparkle game. You're like, okay, if I win 2 games, then I'll play on Sparkle. Then I'll have that shuttle macro down.
Exactly. You need to prepare yourself.
Yeah, this is only game 1 as well, and there's 8 possible maps. So if you win, like, 4 of them, you're pretty much guaranteed to win almost. So
yeah.
You just gotta keep that going. Get yourself mentally prepared. Now there's 4 DTs here. Now I'd love to see some Dark Archons, but to be honest, DTs on their own are pretty good units. So okay, I'm not sure why they're not attacking, but
yeah, me neither. I was so annoyed. I was like, what are you doing, guys? Come on, you're supposed to save this army. And they're like, nah, now we just hang out here.
Yeah, we're just gonna run around with the Lings, frolic with them for a bit. Okay, well the Dark Templar finally clearing up all of Warrior's Lings. Now Warrior still on 42 drones, his economy is still pretty good. This hatchery is somehow almost dead over at his 3rd base. I guess that was from before, but yep. Unless you dropped something that I didn't see, which would be kind of weird.
No, I think that's from before. I had a DT there. It did a lot of damage before it died.
Yeah, so we've got a Great Aspire coming in. That's going to help Warrior quite a lot. Defiler Mound is done as well, which obviously does help a hell of a lot against these Dragoon heavy armies that kind of Protoss are forced into. But there is a lot of Storm that can help. There's a lot of DTs as well. Looks like even though you've got 4 shuttles, you're going to kind of send one with 4 in. Just, I guess the other ones could be decoys. It's kind of cool regardless, but it's... To be fair, I guess it doesn't make much sense to split the DTs up. But there we go, Storm going down. A lot of Lings going down in that Storm. But the Lurker's getting under Swarm here, causing a ton of problems. But then, I forget Zealots exist, so you can just clear this up anyway. Okay, we've got more and more Muteless coming in here for Warrior. He's not gone for any additional upgrades on his Great Aspire yet. I wonder if he's going to go Guardians over this cliff. Oh, that's in the bit by the natural, there's a really cool like fish thing floating around in the water. I don't think I've seen that before.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. Look just below your natural.
Yeah, I can't see any fishes over there.
When I see a natural, it's your 3rd base, I guess.
Nope, I think I'm missing something.
Okay, well, you can always check it on the stream afterwards. Oh, the shuttles! How many Scourge are over here? What the hell?
There's too many of them.
Do you have the DTs alive? You do. There's the shuttle with stuff in. Oh, they've all got stuff in now. Okay, the DTs have survived though. Can you free the DTs? Oh, the DTs go down. That's very unfortunate, but you do have a High Templar ready to storm. There's a ton of drones gonna go down once again. I really, like, if there's one reason to have, like, a death count for workers overall, it'd be this game, I think. There's been so many drones that have died. Now, you're gonna get the Great Aspire as well, but the trouble is the Guardians are already in position over your natural.
Yeah.
The fish thing is in the water just below them. I don't know if you can see that still, but...
I still don't see the fish thing.
Are you on... Oh, wait.
Oh! If I watch the cast, wait. On Twitch, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, are you on classic graphics or something?
Yeah, I think I don't have all the graphics on.
Ah, okay. Maybe that'll explain it. Now this Dragoon is in a pretty good spot here, forcing away the Guardians a little bit. There is still a ton of units here from Warrior though. Warrior still with a supply advantage. You're still going to struggle to take a 4th base as things currently stand, but at least you've managed... Oh, there we go. God. It is God's Garden, so you would be correct. Noobsy. Okay, this Guardian got 11 kills before going down. There we go, the Mutalisk gonna go down as well. Okay, it looks like you're gonna try and break out while Warrior's busy typing. The ultimate chatcraft technique. Almost as good as when you 4-pull someone and you're like from. But they're busy writing all their stuff down, but... Looks like you have managed to push back a lot of Warrior's army for now, which is always good. But Warrior does have so much more coming out of all of his 6 bases now. This is kind of crazy. He's up to 52 drones.
Yeah, my program is like not enough right now.
Oh, that's a really nice storm though on a ton of those Hydralisks. There's a ton of Zealots here. They do have +3 attack, so the Ling's going to struggle a little bit, but another great storm Unfortunately, your Corsair wanted a piece of that storm though. But Plague gonna hit some of your army, not hitting too much though, so you are gonna break through. But GG, well played, as you tap out and Warrior takes game number 1.
Yep. GG, well played Warrior. The sexy beast from Germany.
Okay, this is gonna be kind of like the real test of the overlay, because it was kind of hard to make it work with 3 teams, because I've never had to do that before. So if this doesn't work, we'll live with it. But we're going to be heading into our second game shortly. After this very short break, we'll head into Incomplete versus Warrior, and it's going to be on Retro Feeling. See you guys in just a couple of minutes.
Why am I frozen?
Okay, we have a ton of Matrino codes still to use, so I'm making this quick video to show you how easy it is to actually use them. So you click the Matrino link, it brings up the Matrino page. In the top right, you hit sign in. You sign in with whatever you want to. In this case, I'm going to sign in with Twitch. That'll take you back to the page, and then if you hit contribute, you put in the coupon code LSTPL. You can put a comment if you want to, and you can hit contribute right there, and it'll add it to the prize pool. Easy as pie.
Nuclear launch detected.
Okay, now starting in the top right hand position, we do have Fighting for Ash in the blue. It's Radley. Radley is listed as his science facility, and you know what that usually means? Covert Ops, please?
That's right, you're right. Nuke silo on the way. Where is it? Natural? Yeah, it's at the natural. I actually would have built that back in the main, but obviously he had the scanner up there, so. Oh my gosh, oh my god, 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 oh my god.
This is the sickest.
He's gonna drop in the pizza wedge. Where's the optical flare? Optical flare right now, oh my god! It's fucking blind!
Yeah.
That's so sick.
And look at this.
Unbelievable.
Look at his vision, he can't see.
He can't do anything! Oh, he's got a second observer. Where's the second optical flare? Oh no, that's the same. Oh my god. How good is optical flare?
There we go, nuke's coming in. It lands.
And boom
Kaboom!
goes the dynamite. Hell yeah.
There's so many units here to defend this time, but wait.
Oh, feedback, feedback. Where is it? Oh, he fed back the
Wait,
science vessel.
there's a
So it's
ghost
not
on the
like-
army! Okay guys, welcome back. We're here for game number 2 of the Initial STPL Captain Clash. We're going to be heading into Incomplete versus Warrior. Warrior did win game number 1, so he will be staying on top of the hill for now. Unfortunately, AgGe, you did fall in game 1, but you will have a chance in game 3 regardless due to the format, so that's cool. You'll be playing on Sparkle.
Yay!
Sparkle's an amazing map, you can't complain about it. I know if TT1 was watching, which I'm fairly certain he's not, he'd be quite happy with the fact Sparkle's in the pool. So let's have a look at our first player here. It's going to be Incomplete, fighting for ReV. This is going to be his final tournament, at least for the time being. He has recently just become a new father, so he's going to be spending a lot more time with his family. He's also stepping down as the main captain of ReV, but he is still going to help them for a while, I think. So kind of cool. Incomplete, his best map was actually Great Barrier Reef. He is 2-11 in STPL, but he always steps in at the last minute, and he also changed race. He changed race to help out ReV, which is kind of cool.
Good guy, Incomplete.
Yeah.
Oh, we like Terrans. Yeah, I'll change to Terran.
Yeah, he was like, oh, our team's all Protoss, I'm Protoss, maybe I should swap. But our second player going to be W4rr. Obviously, W4rr did just win game number 1, so kind of cool to see him once again. This is going to be our third game. It's going to be on Retro Feeling. Now, this could be a hard map for W4rr because Retro Feeling, there's probably a lot of you that haven't seen this before, but essentially, someone made a 2-player remake of Lost Temple, and this is it. So, they did make it a little bit easier to expand to the expansions, like your natural expansion anyway, but it is very reminiscent of the old one. You do have massive cliffs behind your minerals, so it could be quite difficult. This could be a good map for Terran, but we'll have to see how W4rr does.
This map is just awesome. I love that they made this map, because I'm a hardcore Lost Temple fan, and just having a new version of it's great. It's great.
Yep, thank you, Vincent, as well for the host. To you people, or to you guys just tuning in, we are in the STPL Captain Clash. It is a 3-player King of the Hill over 8 maps between 3 of the captains of the STPL: AgGe, who is casting with me, W4rr, and Incomplete, who are going to be playing in this next game. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get in to game number 2 here on Retro Feeling. Okay, now starting us off here in the top right-hand position, we do have the olive-green Terran fighting for ReV. It's Incomplete.
Yeah, and in the bottom left corner, playing in the yellow color, captain of Team Red, it's the Zerg player from Germany, W4rr.
And 2 Cabs, you say you've not seen this map before. Just before you guys got hosted here, I did kind of explain it, but I'll just go through it briefly. Essentially, someone on Team Liquid decided it'd be a really good idea, we'll show this corner, to remake Lost Temple as if it was a 2-player map. So, essentially, it's 2-player Lost Temple. Your mains are here, and in the bottom left, you have your natural, with the all-important Lost Temple cliff behind it. You have the island bases in the top left and bottom right-hand positions, and the other mains have kind of been changed into other expansions. So it's kind of Lost Temple in spirit. It's never seen any tournament play, so I thought I'd bring it in here because I love Lost Temple as well. So it's kind of cool to be able to have a tournament with it in.
Yeah, I was so disappointed that I lost the first game, so I didn't get to play this map. But yeah, it's awesome. I just love it. I think the different ways to expand and to move your base from your main is just it's great. It's great. It's like Carthage, but not Carthage.
There are like a ton of expansions you can take on this. So unlike old Lost Temple, where it's like you're kind of stuck in a corner, because there's so many bases around, like dotted around the edges of the map, there's so many like small chokes into them as well. Like I noticed there was a base with a bridge going across to it, so that's quite good for lurkers to hold. Yeah.
And also there's the island expansions on the top left and bottom right, so just awesome.
Given you drop all the time in ZBT anyway, island bases must be like a heaven to you.
Yeah. It's like the perfect way for me to get my second and or third and fourth expansions.
Because I think there was one game I played with you, I can't remember what map it was on, but I was like, okay, he's probably got one of the islands, but then I checked and you had both islands on both sides of the map, and I was like, what? How did he get both of these?
With slow drops, I think. so those overlords were like moving around the whole map before I got there in slow-mo.
Well, looks like Incomplete's going to go for a tech build here. He has got his factory coming up. Now, he has pulled off of gas, so it's not going to be a 2-port Wraith or anything. W4rr playing fairly standard, going for a 12 hatch again as he did in the last game, and going into a spawning pool behind this. Now, do you reckon W4rr is going to go for 2 hatch or 3 hatch here?
I think he's going for a 2 hatch Mura. because I think he's expecting Incomplete to go for mech. So yeah, he's going for a Laird here.
Yeah, so 2 hatch meter should be pretty good. If this was you, I'd say maybe this was 2 hatch lurker, but Warrior definitely plays a little bit more standard than you do. Let's see if Incomplete's going to expand behind this. Yes, he is. So the expansion's coming up. I did mention when I was going through the map as well, it is a little bit easier to defend your natural compared to normal Lost Temple, but obviously you do have to still worry about the massive cliff, although it is a little bit smaller, I think, than original Lost Temple, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I don't think on this map that... Yeah, I think cannons only reach like the first mineral. Maybe the second one as well. So, if you remember on the old Lost Temple, the cannons like reached to the 4th or 5th mineral.
Now, I never played back then, so I was like a newbie. So, did people used to drop on the Lost Temple cliff and cannon rush? Because that's kind of insane.
Yeah, maybe not so much in Brood War, but on Vanilla, which I played a lot, the original one.
Yeah.
We used that all the time. So, like, Zerg went for both islands and just mass Mutalisk, which is Terran. And Terrans always went for Goliath with tank drop.
Yeah, I guess thinking back that far, like, people don't seem to realize just how broken Mutalisks were in the original, right? Because Terrans didn't have medics, so you couldn't really go bio because you'd kill your own units by just stimming. And Protoss didn't have Corsairs, so it was like, well, how do you deal with this? Like, you can't deal with Mutalisks, it's crazy.
But actually, I think every season we hosted the UGT tournament or league, there was a Protoss coming out as a winner on the original.
Oh, really? That's kind of crazy.
So Protoss was a really strong race. Arc-Neon played one season on Vanilla. He lost to iRk-AgGe.
So what was so good about Protoss in Vanilla then? Because I guess Storm is still good, right? But
yeah, but you don't have to worry about lurkers.
Wait, were lurkers not in Vanilla? No, they weren't, were they? Oh man.
You don't have any Goliath range, so carriers are just like beasts.
That's a good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah, so mostly when you play like a PvT, it always ends up with carriers versus fast cruisers.
Now, I'd actually love to see carriers versus battle cruisers, but I doubt we'll ever see that again, just because you don't necessarily need BCs anymore because Goliaths exist.
Exactly. So, a lot more fun on Vanilla, I think. But yeah. It's very different when you're thinking of how to build.
Yeah. Hey, Custom Use, by the way. If anyone doesn't know who he is, JSC9905 is Custom Use. He hosts a lot of tournaments in Korea, which is kind of cool. I was watching his team league the other day, and in his team league he has a fastest round, he has a team melee round and a 2v2 round as well, so it was kind of cool to watch, but WG unfortunately got a little bit wrecked.
Oh, cool.
Okay, it looks like we did have the Mutalisk fly in. They do find the Goliath, so don't find too much damage just yet, but was Goliath ranged on there? I think it may have been, but it's always hard to... Oh yeah, it is done. Yes. Goliath range is done. The Mutalists are definitely going to have a little bit of trouble here. Warrior going to try and find some damage in the natural, but good turret placement by Warrior, by Incomplete even, is going to force that away as well.
Yeah. And Warrior soon has the +1 carapace, and then he's going to be able to do a lot more damage with his Mutalisks. But right now he needs to just save them up and not lose too many of them.
Looks like
so interesting here is that Warrior is taking the expansion on the bottom mid position.
Yeah.
You would think that it would take the expansion above him, but
I guess it's kind of a hidden base because it's very unlikely that Incomplete's probably going to go and check down there. So
yeah.
now
We played this in iRk and in some show games, and everyone was expanding on the bottom side of the map. No one was expanding on the top side. So
oh really?
I don't know why people tend to rather take the bottom expansions than the higher one.
Maybe like this is definitely a weird way of looking at it, but maybe it's due to the way you look at the minimap.
Yeah.
Because when you look at the minimap, you kind of look at the bottom left first, right? Unless that's just me. So I guess that kind of helps. You know, that's going to make it difficult for Warrior. I mean, he's taking a ton of damage on these mutants. He hasn't done that much damage, but +1 carapace certainly helping out. Incomplete did go for +1 plating first, so that makes carapace even better.
Yeah.
Now, wait, did Incomplete just scout this base? Yeah, he did. He scouted the third. He just sent an SUV directly there. How did he know about that? Oh, he checked the 12 as well. So I guess he was like, well, I guess you're going to expand to one of these.
Yeah, it has to be somewhere, right? So Inco now moving out with his Goliaths, and I think Warriors +1. Yeah, it's halfway down. +1 attack on the Hydras.
+1 attack on Hydras? Oh, it's on the way. Yeah, I just clicked on a Hydra and I was like, huh, he doesn't have +1 yet. Hydra's very, very important against mech even, so watching Zerg fight against mech is always weird because you don't think that Hydras are going to be any good, but they really are the best tool you have.
Yeah.
At least until you get Ultras.
Yeah, but it's so frustrating because you're like thinking that the Hydras are doing so much damage to the Goliaths, but if you don't have Mutalisks with Carapace upgrade, then the Hydralisks won't stand a chance against the Goliaths. So you need to have both units. You need to have a group of Mutalisks along with the Hydras.
Yeah, also when you get Queens can be really good for that as well, because you're just brooding all the tanks and all of a sudden it's Hydras versus Mass Queen, or Hydras versus Mass Goliath even. Now it looks like the third base is going to go down. Unfortunately, these Sunkens... Wait, are they going to finish? I think they're going to finish. That's kind of weird, but... Okay, one of them does. It's going to go down pretty much immediately, but a lot of Incomplete's army is actually trapped up this ramp now, so if Warrior just sits back, waits for Incomplete to try and come back down, he should be able to break his way through. Now, the last game we saw Warrior go into Great Aspire. I do wonder if he's going to do that against Terran. It's obviously maybe not as good on this map as it was the last one, but Warrior needs to make some kind of move to take a third somewhere. Now, it looks like he's going to try and go for 12.
Yeah. And Inco is taking the mineral only to the left side of his path. And
catching those reinforcements was pretty good. If these Hydras come in now, they can actually clean up the rest of these Goliaths. And Warrior, despite losing those mutas, well, he's got a few left, but I mean, this is so much damage for Incomplete to be taking right now. I think 1-1 is done, but that was most of Incomplete's army. I think that may have actually been all of it.
Yeah, that's entirely true. He's all out of units right now, and he's stacking so much cash right now. So he knows that there's Hydras out, and I think that right now he should be focusing on getting some vultures and just mine up the map.
Yeah, now Giefke, just to let you know, this is kind of Lost Temple, but it's also not. This is a map called Retro Feeling, and essentially it's like a two-player remake of Lost Temple. So if things don't maybe look how you remember them, that's why. Yeah, it's essentially Lost Temple if it was a two-player map instead. So it's kind of cool. You've even got like the middle bit, which is awesome. I think it's like a slightly different size as well, obviously where it's gone from 2-player to 4-player, but Warrior is going to do kind of what I was expecting of going 12 and 6 to expand. Now, usually that isn't the best thing to do if you're against a Bioterran. That's certainly probably the worst thing you can try and expand to, but it is going to give him the ability. He does cancel the third base of Incomplete. I mean, Incomplete's army is still pretty hurt from before.
Yeah, and Incomplete is making a bio transfer right now, but without any grades.
Yeah, without the upgrades, going into bio is really, really difficult. Stim is done though, rain should be on the way shortly after this. The engineering bay hasn't quite loaded, or landed even.
No,
now,
it's flying around, so...
I kind of get why he's done this, because he doesn't really have enough gas to go mech anymore, because he's got 2 gas. He can't really secure a third, so maybe if he just uses all of his minerals for marines, he may be able to fight a little bit better against Warrior's army, because Warrior still hasn't gone into lurkers yet.
No, that's true. That's true. But it's gonna be hard with 1-1 against 2-0 Hydras with Mutalisks. So let's see how this goes.
Okay, the 12 base has finally been secured now, so Warriors start to mine there, mining from 6 as well. Incomplete still struggling a little bit in terms of trying to actually move out on the map. This is certainly going to be a bit of a problem, but we've actually got a pretty good drop going up here to the 12 o'clock base. So this is one way Incomplete can come back in this game. If he can kill enough drones, Warrior's economy isn't looking that hot right now, but he thinks Warrior's taken the island. But little does he know he's going to fly into the base anyway, so this is pretty good for him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to fly past it. Oh no, the Mutalisks!
This is the best. And yeah, now it thinks he's dropping the units, but it's actually not.
Well, the Mutalisks are kind of wasting their time right now looking for the dropship. He thinks it must be in the top left somewhere, but little does he know it's actually just outside of his base. The Lings in position to defend, but I mean the dropship's unloaded.
Yeah, but nothing is happening, so there's gonna be Lings, Sunkens, and Mutalisks here now.
Okay, well the drop's gonna get cleaned up. Hopefully he can get one of these Mutalisks at the very least. One does go down. That's a little bit of a win, but it is 1-0 Mutalisks as well. But this does give him a chance to push out in the middle of the map, so he is going to be able to move forward and possibly take a third gas finally. This Goliath Marine Medic force is actually pretty efficient.
Yeah. But as soon as the Goliaths die, he doesn't have any shield for his non-upgraded bio units. So...
Well, the upgrades are coming in now. +1 is almost done. And he does have a lot of tanks, so this is going to make it very difficult for the Hydras to go in. And
yeah,
the Goliaths kind of force away the Mutalisks, so this is still a pretty strong army.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh, Warrior's actually going to get a lot of units trapped up here. There's no Nidus Canal yet because there's no hive done. So this is going to be a dead base and a dead army. Incomplete is doing a really good job this game, given the hand he's been dealt.
He's doing great, actually. Now the tricky part is to push up a ramp here.
Yeah, pushing up a ramp is always difficult, but he does have the tanks. He's got his Marines up there now as well, so as long as he can keep his tanks alive, he's going to be in a pretty good spot. Does take out most of those Mutalisks. There are finally lurkers on the way, but they're not done yet. Look at this. AgGe is going to pre-split. Not AgGe, your AgGe. Incomplete is going to pre-split here against the lurkers, and this is going to really make them harder to use. It does need to split a little bit better, because lurkers are still pretty strong.
Yeah. Oh, but he cancels.
Yeah, he does cancel them. He has killed the base, so there is the 6 o'clock base left alive now. Just to let everyone know, the person co-casting with me is AgGe. He's one of the team captains that are playing. Now, Warrior, Incomplete, and AgGe are not the strongest players on their teams. They don't claim to be either. But they've got a lot of beef here. There's a lot of pride on the line, as this is kind of like the last one of these they'll be doing, at least for a long time, as Incomplete's just become a father. So Warrior breaking through into the natural of Incomplete. Oh my god, he's getting so many SCVs here.
Yeah.
8 kills, 6 kills, 9 kills. Oh my goodness. So many kills on those lurkers, wow.
Well, it's lucky for Incomplete that he's banked up a lot of minerals because, yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna need them. Dealing with lurkers like this is so difficult when they're at the bottom of your ramp. He's got a vessel coming out the starport which may die before it finishes. But I mean, Incomplete's still got a sizable army at the front. If he can break through the natural here, things could still go his way. Terran, pretty strong. But it looks like the vessel's not going to finish. This is really, really unfortunate. Hopefully this isn't his only starport. Oh, it is. Damn. Okay.
So no vessels. Gonna make it really hard.
Yeah, he's also only going to have one scanner as well. So how much scan energy? He doesn't actually have any scans left. So his army's going to be forced to pull back here.
Yeah. And Warrior still has minerals in his main and his natural alongside the 6 o'clock, but he's not mining that much. He only has 29 drones and only 4 in the 6 o'clock position. So
oh, here come the lurkers though on the army. Incomplete didn't pull back quick enough. And there's nothing he can do against the lurkers, so he's going to be forced to trade away this army. And he's going to be forced to use his bank. The trouble is, because he used his scan at the front there, he can't actually scan to kill the lurkers at the bottom of his ramp. And there's Muteless now going up to the top middle where Incomplete's trying to expand to. Ah, looks like he has finally secured his natural again. Now he does have a turret. He needs to build a couple more just to make sure he doesn't get killed. But the main base, or the base at the 12 has been cancelled. Warrior still... Yeah, 2 Muteless, but I mean, if he can't get any units over there, then there's not much you can do. Now, Incomplete is finally going to be able to expand again to his natural. He has a ton of SCBs that are idle here. Looks like a lot of Marines are actually heading to the top of his base here, maybe worried about Guardians again. And that would actually be a well-founded worry, because there is a Great Aspire done.
Yep.
Oh, is he going to come in with 2 Guardians at both locations? This is going to be so annoying for Incomplete. He doesn't have anything that can fire far enough to kill the Guardians.
Nope, and it doesn't even have a starport yet, so... Building one now, though. But it's in time. I don't think so.
Yeah, so... we are having Goliaths moving back from the front. If he can keep the Goliaths alive, that is a help, because they are pretty good against Guardians. But with 2 Guardians coming in over the natural, 2 coming in over the main, Incomplete once again is kind of forced into a position where he needs to try and expand somewhere. Now the Goliaths are moving up as if he knows something's up here, but unfortunately it's just out of his vision. So he's not going to be able to deal with that, but there is Swarm, and Swarm is very difficult to deal with, so Incomplete could be in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, definitely, and I think that Incomplete is now losing his bank, so doesn't look good for the man of the hour, Mr. Incomplete from ReV. But he snipes the lurkers, so that's good.
Yeah, he gets the lurkers before they can burrow under the swarm. Very, very good. A huge plague actually going down on the bio here.
Oh my god.
But Warrior is starting to mine out. His main is almost gone. His natural is almost gone. And when that happens, he's going to be stuck with just the 6 o'clock base. And realistically, where can he expand to after this? This is going to be really difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, the
players are in a very tricky situation right now.
Yeah, the Guardians taking down the natural. The Guardians get in the main, getting a little bit too close to the Marines, but the Marines still can't deal with them. The starport was forced to lift again. So there's still no vessels, there's still no wraiths, and there's no Goliaths that can deal with it either in any good position. So this definitely looks strange. Now it looks like Warrior is going to take the initiative and go for one or both of the island bases actually. Warrior taking a leaf out of the AgGe book here.
Yep.
Warrior's looking so strong so far in this series.
Yeah, he is. He seems to be really in good shape here, so yeah. Oh, and here we go. Warrior moving in now.
Oh, this fire bat though. Oh, if that fire bat continued to attack the lurkers, he could have. Oh my god, these fire bats! Clears the lurkers before they get under the swarm. Okay, so there's a guardian now attacking the Goliath, or the other way around. But wait, why are the guardians running away? The Goliath can't kill it. Oh, he does kill the Goliath, but one of the guardians almost died, so that's a little bit of a benefit. I thought there was going to be a command center flying up to the top middle, but there's not. There is a drone going up there, which is going to be found by the 3 Goliaths, which is a little bit of a benefit. Finally, we have a Wraith, so the guardians are going to get cleaned up. And that is so important, because, I mean, Incomplete still does have money, although his natural is almost mined out, so he's going to have to try and use this 400 minerals to expand somewhere, at least fly his command center.
Yeah. Lucky him, he has a lot of SVs still in the main, so he's not entirely out of the game yet. But Warrior is just producing so many units right now.
Yeah, and Albert, the current standings is Warrior has won 1 game. It looks like he's about to win his 2nd. The Wraith, unfortunately, has not gone to clean up the Guardians of his natural yet, so unable to expand. But Warrior, he's mined out of his natural, he's mined out of his main. He's only got the 6 o'clock base mining for now. It's going to take a little bit to get the islands mining, but they are full gases. Now, if only Incomplete knew about the Guardians over his natural, if he sent the Wraith there, things would be a lot easier for him. And he spent all of his final minerals on units, so this is do or die.
Yeah.
Yeah, and only 1 game was played prior to this. We've had some long games so far. This game has been pretty epic. I really want to see some more games on this map. I might have to like set up a tournament which is just this map over and over again. Like maybe a best of 1 G's weekly style thing, but we'll have to see. Hopefully the guy who made this map is watching at some point as well, because...
Do we know who made this?
The guy on Team Liquid posted it, so I guess it was him, but I can't remember his name. But
Cool.
Incomplete is going to start mining now, finally, from his mineral only. But he's going to be distance mining while he... Oh, he's not flying a CC over. Oh, that plague is so annoying. Oh, no!
Oh, no. Bye-bye, units.
Oh, move the tank back. You need that tank to live. No! Oh, the tank goes down. The Scourge flying in. Can they get the vessel? I don't think it really matters. I just think Incomplete just doesn't have enough units anymore. There's no money anymore.
Nope.
And all the medics are out of energy. Oh no. Yeah, there we go. GG. Incomplete taps out, and Warrior takes the 2nd game in a row.
Yeah. He's a beast.
Kind of cool to see Warrior doing so well. This is, of course, kind of new tournament format for me to host, so things are a little bit weird so far, but hopefully they'll get better. I mean, they've not actually been that weird. It's actually worked pretty well so far. So if this goes well, hopefully I'll be able to host more of these, because it's a lot of fun, especially getting you guys to play, because you guys don't often get to go out for your teams, so seeing you actually play is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's always fun to have a Saturday night evening with my buddies from the other clans and just drink whiskey, beer, and play some King of the Hill style.
Okay, well, we're going to be heading into game number 3 when we get back after this short break. See you guys very soon.
And people like Kix, for example, who has an encyclopedic knowledge of every map that's ever been released on StarCraft. And
he's the map man! Skibidi-bidi-bidi-on-do-do-do. Skibidi-on-do-do-do. Skibidi-bidi-bidi-on-do-do-do. He's the map man! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dee-da-ba-ba-da-bo. Ba-ba-ba-da-bo. Be-da-ba-ba-da-bo. Ba-ba-ba-da-bo. Everybody plays one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, I don't let nothing hold you back. If Kix can do it, so can you. Gooba-dooba-dooba-dee-da-ba-ba-da-bo. Ba-ba-ba-da-bo.
Please don't listen to him for maps.
Yeah.
Coast 103.5.
Did you know it was possible to drop behind the naturals in Fighting Spirit? It's a bit finicky to land in the right place. You essentially need to... There's very specific spots in each of the spawns, which I'm going to try and show you here.
Buckle up. Hang on, we're in for some chop. I copy that. In the
There we go,
bottle,
there's
I
one.
got
So I believe there's actually more spots than this, but essentially it's quite hard to do. So you've got one here. I found two over here. There's also one here as well. You can also drop, I think, in this location. One thing to point out is the ghost cannot actually move. But of course, what it does give you the option of doing is it allows you to nuke. Okay, it's time for a quick tip. Here we have Neo Outlier. I'm going to show you how to get over these temples with a probe. I'll also do it with an SCV and a drone as well. So what you do is you essentially send the probe up to mine, you press stop, and you go to build a pylon. Now you build the pylon underneath you, so essentially it's going to push you, then you spam right click, and all of a sudden you are through. And here is the same trick with Terran. There's a couple of ways you can do this. One of them is you build a depot, and you essentially cancel building, and you just spam yourself through. You have to be kind of stuck or either on the building in the temple or there. But you can cancel that, and just to show, you can do it both ways as well. Okay, now there's a way you can do this with just 2 workers, which is the only way Zerg are able to do this. You can also do this with Protoss and Terran as well. So essentially, you get both workers lined up here. You mine with one worker, you send the second worker to mine just behind it, and you hit stop. It can be a little bit finicky, so don't worry if you don't get it first try. We got it. No we didn't. Yes we did. Okay, so that didn't go perfectly. You can do it a lot better than that, but it does take a little bit of practice. So just keep trying, and you will eventually get it. And you'll find it actually has quite a lot of uses in various different maps. Here we are on Multiverse, looking at the assimilators. You would have seen me bring up lots in various casts on both Troy and Multiverse, of course. Now, the way these work, and I've explained this before, but I'll go through it again. The footprint of a Vespene geyser is bigger than that of the assimilator itself. So, essentially, to begin with, when you have 2 assimilators next to each other, all the units can get through. I know they got a little bit stuck. Maybe I should do this with just these units. So everything can go through, big and small units. Nothing to worry about here. Now, when you kill one of these assimilators, it's going to take a while to do this. So by the magic of production, we'll move straight forward. Now that's been destroyed. You'll note that tanks can no longer get through this this gap here. It's not very obvious at first glance, and your units will bug out, but as you can see, there's absolutely no way that tank is going through here, but the Rain and the Ghost still can. Now, the reason for that is, as I said, the footprint gets slightly bigger, so it makes the gap around about that size, I think. So units like Marines, Medics, Firebats, Ghosts, Zealots, Lings, and Hydras can get through. Now, if we kill the other assimilator, note now that Marines can no longer get through, even if I stim. I cannot move forward here. Now, there is one exception to the rule. When you have 2 geysers next to each other like this, it blocks all units, apart from this plucky little man right here. It's a ghost. Ghosts can still run through, so the benefit of that is it allows you to be very, very sneaky with ghost tactics. It's not often you'll see them, but if you're a Terran player playing on Multiverse, Troy, or Gold Rush, it can be a clever way of getting through and doing a quick nuke when your opponent may not be expecting them.
Yep.
Okay guys, welcome back. We're here for the STPL Captain Clash. We are an hour and 12 minutes in and we've only had 2 games so far. Warrior has won game 1 and game 2, so we're going to cycle the players again. Incomplete is going to step out and we're going to be heading in to our 3rd game, which is going to be our 2nd PvZ between Warrior and AgGe. Now this one is going to be on a map that most of you probably would know, given it is one of the more modern maps. It's one of the only modern island maps as well. It's going to be Sparkle. So that's going to come up in just a sec. But Sparkle, one of my favorite maps of the recent ASLs. It was used in ASL Season 5, which was actually a while ago now, but it feels like it was only yesterday. This map isn't too bad for Zerg. In terms of race balance, it was kind of Z more than... No, I think it was P more than Z, but T more than P still, so kind of a weird map, but lots of really fun games have been played on it, and I'm certainly looking forward to seeing you two play on it as well.
Yeah, well, I love watching people play this map. I'm not sure that I love playing it, but I enjoy watching the micro-orient players play on this map. It's just great. Like the old school players like iRk-AgGe and the other ones, they just make this map look so entertaining.
Yeah, like Medino as well. There was a point where I was trying to get Medino and iRk-AgGe to play like a island only best of 5, random versus random, but I couldn't get them to both be, well, they weren't both available at the same time. So I'll still try and make it, but because I really want to see that happen. But let's have a look at game number 3. It's AgGe versus iRk-AgGe, AgGe versus Warrior on Sparkle.
Yeah, luckily it's Warrior, not iRk-AgGe. But anyways, I don't know who's the best. Warrior is kind of great as well. I mean, he's a beast.
Okay, so I don't know if there was a part to this little story that I can see you guys are typing, but in the first game it was like in the beginning there was a kicks or something. And after that, that just said like, and then a dream became a reality or something. So I don't know what you guys are going for, but hopefully you remember what you said, because you'll probably have to recap it for me when it's all done.
Yes, sir. Will do.
Oh, iRk-AgGe's here. His Sparkle sense was tingling. He's like, oh my god, Sparkle's being played. Better jump in.
Oh, now we feel the pressure here. And the great iRk-AgGe is in the chat. Me and Warrior need to deliver on this map.
So I really do wonder how you're both going to play this map, because this is unlike any other recent map. You forgot to give incomplete vision again. Oh my goodness. Hold on, can you not see anything? Okay, now I can. That's twice in a row you guys forgot. I bet like the first thing he did when he spawned in that last game was give you vision as well.
Yeah. You'll see a pattern here, why it's so quiet in the beginning, but if you noticed, no one is writing anything until it's 1 minute into the game. So we set that because everyone had to focus so much in the beginning on putting out the workers and stuff. So just be quiet the first minute. Which means the guy that is observing is sitting there for the first 2 minutes just waiting for...
waiting for nothing.
For vision.
Okay, now Warrior is going to go for an expansion here. Fairly easy to expand on this map because there is no way for your opponents to attack you by ground early on. Now just to zoom out, just have a look at Sparkle in its beauty. Now there is a Zerg only gas over in the top left of the map. Okay, I'm actually going to zoom in on this because it's kind of hard to explain. But essentially, under this crystal, there is a gas. So you can build an extractor there. And it's weird how it works, but for some reason, only drones can get into mine from it. So no other race can take that gas. I think it's... Oh, I remember. It's because the extractor is bigger than the assimilator and the refinery. So that's why.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and custom use, what you see there makes perfect sense, because, I mean, they built this map to kill Flash, and then he won anyway. Because he was so good, he just beat everyone on this map regardless. It's like, because wasn't this the ASL with Third World and Sparkle?
Yeah.
And Transistor, right? They were all
Exactly.
three in the same one.
Exactly.
Was this the one with the PvP finals between Snow and Rain? Or am I imagining things?
I think so, but I'm not entirely sure. But I believe it is. Yeah, I don't remember the players, but I think this is, yeah, from the finals.
Well, we got double Stargate coming in from you up there in the 12 o'clock position. Pretty good. There is another gas under the side disruptor, but you do have to kill the building for that. So you'll notice the warrior's getting ready to take the Zerg on the gas. You do have to kill this neutral layer if you want to do it. But this neutral layer serves two purposes. One of it is to block the gas from being taken super early, and the other thing is it's to force other races to kill it in order to expand to the minerals. There's not many, but it's still like 4,500, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, this is such a Zerg favorite map.
Yeah, sorry, Sneaky Lava, I got myself confused. He did lose, oh my god, you're going Scouts. Sweet. Scouts and Corsairs. I've wanted this for a while. Yeah, I forgot he lost the, I forgot he lost that tournament. This must have been the first one that Rain won.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Sneaky Lava saying there was so much...
Finals.
Yeah, he was saying there's so much Tesagi drama after the ASL6, and then they just made it... They basically made a tournament map pool, which was like, well, no Terran is ever going to win this one, so... Still, I do love that about Brood War, though, because no matter how balanced or unbalanced the game is, map makers will always find a way to make it hard for a race.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you remember the map Central Plains from Pro League. Like, were you watching back then?
I don't believe so. When was that from?
It was like 2009 or 2010. I think it was 2010.
I quit. No, I wasn't following back then.
Yeah, essentially, Central Plains was a map which had... it's got like the Shinhan Bank logo in the middle of it. All of the bases are around the outside of the map. The middle is completely wide open. And there was 34 games, I think it was, played on it when I was looking at the stats earlier. There was 1 TVZ, there was 2 ZVPs, and there was 27 PvPs. It was so good for Protoss. Like, no one sent anything but Protoss on that map for so long. It was crazy.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I'm just watching my old map list here, and we used that map in the first iRk in-house tournament.
I remember. I think I remember watching that.
Yeah.
So this scout has got 4 kills. I mean, this is kind of cool. I love the sound of the scout. Also, the Korean cast of MC Jun, I think it was, that used to go like whenever a scout was shooting, was so good.
We should add some sound effects when we're casting as well.
Yeah, we need to... I love the whole like Korean style of casting, and I've tried to do it. Like, I've tried to practice it, but it sounds so weird in English. Now, unfortunately, you don't have scout speed yet, so the Mutalists are going to be able to... Well, I would say the Mutalists should die or kill the scouts, but scouts are really strong. Like, there's possibly people in the audience that have never seen a scout before, but scouts do 30 damage to air, so they're pretty good.
Crazy.
The only reason why they're not completely broken is because of how expensive they are and how slow they move. Like, if they were slightly cheaper, or they started with speed, I think, like, the meta of ZVP would look completely different.
Yeah. Back in the vanilla days, if you got outpowered by a Terran, and he got too many Bat Cruisers, you would eventually switch from carriers back to scouts.
Yeah, it's kind of like going mass wraith against BCs, right? Because scouts do so much damage. If you can control it properly, you just kill everything.
Exactly.
Okay, so it looks like Warrior has managed to push you back at least for the time being. You still don't have the second gas yet though, it's going to take a while for you to clear that. And obviously you don't have a free third gas, so there is a fleet beacon coming in, but was that just for scout speed? Because you're not going carriers just yet.
You never know with me.
Could be disruption web as well.
Could be.
Well, the Mutalists are in a position where they shouldn't do too much damage. Does he have any upgrades coming in for them? Yeah, he's got +1 carapace coming in. Queen's Nest is done. Now, Queens are actually really good against Mass Scout and Mass Corsair because Ensnare is really, really good against air units. Like, if you can ensnare them, all of a sudden all your Scourge, all of your Devourers, and all of your Mutalists fly in, and you just decimate everything. It's so good.
Yeah, it's annoying when you're like going for air and you end up fighting against the queen and some Mutalists, and all of your scouts just turn into slow. Yeah, I don't know what they are, like turtles. they can't micro properly and they just die.
Well, I see you're going scout speed, so that's exciting. +2 attack on your arrows on the way as well.
Yeah.
So that's always fun. Is this scout speed? I think it is, right? I can't think of any other upgrade that looks like that, so...
Yeah, it is.
And I mean, +2 attack, scouts do 10 damage to ground. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen a game recently of Bisu. He was playing against a Chinese player, and he went mass scouts on just like a normal map. And he was microing stuff down, and he made scouts look completely broken. It was just crazy.
Yeah. Erling did that to me yesterday when we were practicing CVP. He was Protoss, and he just went for mass scouts. It was so ridiculous. I had no chance at all. I wasn't prepared for it, so I just died.
Okay, well, Warrior's got a Nidus Canal coming up now. Now, the one benefit of this map for Zerg is with these neutral layers, it does give you the ability to just build a Nidus over in the other main. So, I don't know whether or not he's going to do that in the bottom right, but I imagine he probably will do. And that's going to make it harder for you, because if you're going to expand, the best place you can expand to is down the bottom right.
Yeah. And he's actually sending a Nidus Canal over there, so... Yes. So hard to get expansion here.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, like in the last map you built 4 shuttles, and so far this is probably the map you need the shuttles the most, and you don't have your robo just yet, so it's kind of difficult.
Like, I'm thinking that, okay, I have a third gas in my base, so...
Oh, and you forgot that you can't take it. Incomplete thing, breathtaking action-packed game. Well, you get the minerals up here, so this is something, but I guess where you haven't probably seen this map in a while, you probably forgot that you can't expand. Now look at Warrior, he's taking the bottom right bases both at the same time. Now your Corsairs are going to scout this out, so it's a little bit, I wouldn't say lucky, but it's kind of is, because did you kind of sense that he might expand down here, or was this just you scouting just to make sure?
I'm just scouting to get overlords.
Oh, fair enough. So, was kind of lucky, but... I'm not even going to mention what Incomplete's talking about now, man. That whiskey you were saying he was drinking probably caught up with him. Now look how quickly this overlord dies. What? Okay, that didn't die as quickly as I thought it would do. Okay, well, there we go. We've finally got a couple of queens down here. This is going to make it very difficult for these scouts to get away. But maybe in about 10 years, this hatchery will go down. So at least you'll be able to kill that. Although it looks like you are very cleverly pulling back. You know it's probably not worth staying there. But you can obviously build more scouts. You also have the option of going for carriers. You're going into a third Stargate, a Citadel as well. And Templar are really going to help, and Archons as well, if you can actually get them into a position to attack these Mutalisks, because they're really the strong strong thing here for Warrior.
I have no idea what to do with all my minerals. I'm stuck here. I'm like, okay, so what can I build? What can I do?
More scouts.
Yeah, more scouts.
And scout vision range as well. I mean, now you can actually scout with them, so it's all good. Oh, almost losing a scout there to a couple of Scourge, but luckily enough managing just to kill them both.
Yeah. And Warrior's just stacking up so many Mutalisks right now.
Oh my god, this is so many meters, isn't it? And the trouble is, like, Corsairs would wreck this because you have +2 upgrade going into +3 as well. But
Yeah.
you've also spent a ton of time building a lot of scouts, so it's going to be difficult.
And I've been wasting them as well, so... And I don't really know why I have 3 gateways. But... yeah. That probably come in handy. Somewhere along the line, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we are only 13 minutes into a Sparkle game, and this could still go on for a very long time, but the important thing is you need to try and expand, and this is one of the things you seem to be having a little bit of trouble with at the moment, because you still don't really have enough to deal with this massive air army. And he's got Devourers now as well, so this is just getting harder.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going for double
least,
spire for upgrades.
At least the supplies are even. But I have 60 probes for some reason, so I don't know why I'm still producing probes.
It may be a force of habit. Like, you've got so many minerals as well that it's kind of like, well, I need to spend these somehow. Now, I can see you've tried to take the gas, but just in case anyone doesn't know, if they've just tuned in or something, the only building that you can mine from if they're on or underneath these crystals is an extractor. So you can see that Warrior is able to mine here because the drones can actually get into it, whereas probes can't get into this assimilator ever. It's due to the footprint of the building size. It's kind of like the 2 gases in the tip video I made about units fitting through them as well.
Yeah. Well, it's annoying.
Okay, it looks like we're going to have a big air battle here coming in soon. Now, the Devourer is going to be the main problem, but you've got so many scouts, you can actually target them down. Now, let's see how this is going to go. Obviously, you've only got 8 scouts left. A lot of the Corsairs are getting caught out by that ensnare, but the scouts are doing so much damage to everything. The Mutalisks are all going down, and it looks like you're going to be able to hold on here.
Yeah. Problem is, I don't have any units left now to attack ground.
Well, you've got 1 scout, and that is doing 11 damage now, so...
Yeah.
Oh, now it's dead. Oh my god, the 2 carapace. Look how slowly these Devourers are taking damage. You may as well just fly away, to be honest. Like, you can't actually do anything. And Acid Spores, when it stacks up, does so much damage. Well, it doesn't do damage itself that much, but if another unit attacks these, it's going to do tons. Now, you've got to... Oh no, the shuttle. Oh, you do get a probe down, so the probe is going to be able to build some cannons. There's actually no... Oh, there is some Mutalisks. I was going to say there's no Mutalisks or no units that can shoot down, but unfortunately, that probe is going to get caught off guard.
Yeah, this is such a hard game. I was not prepared for this map. And Warrior's just a beast with his air units.
Yeah, unfortunately I can't shift tab. It wasn't done in top versus bottom. There's going to be some words said about this afterwards. But it looks like you are going carriers. Carriers are pretty good. Against Devourers, they can struggle a little bit, but the important thing is you killed a ton of Warriors units. Now, Warriors actually built a ton of drones, and where he's rallied his air units to the middle, his drones are all stuck. So that's a little bit of a benefit for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I'm frustrated.
Well...
And he's like, just grab it. I'm like, okay. Then you go there, and it just won't mine.
Yeah, you learned the hard way. There is actually a way you can glitch mine from it. I saw someone do it in ASL, I think it was, or in a spawn match, but it really isn't worth the effort. You can kind of, you know how you like glitch a unit through like minerals and stuff? You can do that to glitch it into the gas. But like the amount of effort it takes compared to just letting it mine out normally is just way, way, way not worth it.
Well, it's an island map. If there's one thing I have, it's time. So
That is a fair point.
I should have done that. But I'm completely surrounded. I can't get out of this position right now. And yeah.
I mean, you've got a ton of zealots, but they can't actually get in a shot and fly away, so...
Nope.
You're adding on a support bay, which is pretty good. Obviously, shuttle speed gonna be awesome. I almost feel like Storm would be good in this situation, though, and I don't think you built any Templars.
Nope.
Oh, and the Corsair's going to go down to the Devourers and the Muteless paired together, but Ensnare coming down on top of the carrier is going to make it harder for them to retreat. They're doing a pretty good job against the Devourers so far. And these, I mean, this Scout, it doesn't have any kills, but it's done so much damage, and the Muteless are actually forced to fly away from just 3 carriers and a couple of cannons. That's kind of crazy. Oh no, the Scourge!
Oh, they get one.
Yeah, Zergair is definitely pretty good in this situation. Warrior as well, making it so hard for AgGe by expanding to the bottom right first of all. Like, AgGe realistically doesn't... You don't have anywhere to go anymore, that's the problem. You really are just completely stuck.
Yeah, his plus 3 carapace is just owning me. I can't do shit with it, so... Against it, so yeah.
Apparently Carrier's dying is a Kappa demon, so... I don't know what Warrior means by that, but he is the Doom Man. It looks like you may be on your last legs here, I'm not gonna lie. I'm usually one to say comebacks are possible, but you've not got very much money. You're still building carriers, so that's something. But your natural's mined out, even the gases. You're only actually getting like 2 gas a time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is problematic, but you do have 4 shuttles worth of zealots, so if anything can do pretty well here, it's gonna be zealots. They're pretty strong.
Yeah, here we go!
Now you're forcing all of the air units back, but the trouble is there's still so many Muteless left over. Oh my god, these poor zealots are not going to be able to do too much. You're going for the Hydra Den.
I'm going for everything, man.
Oh yeah, I guess if you get all the tech, maybe you can make something happen, but... Getting both Spires is pretty good, so it means at least for the time being he can't build any more air. But is he just rebuilding? Yeah, he's rebuilding his Spires over in the bottom right, so... That's a little bit unfortunate, and you did cancel +2 attack at least, so that's something. And you got a spawning pool too.
Yeah. So right now I'm in a pretty good position here.
Warrior trolling saying he's got more supply available. This drone got behind the minerals somehow and is now stuck. Oh, he lifts it, he saves it, what a bro.
Yeah.
That's a broverlord right there. Oh, we've got another 3 zealot drop going down to the bottom right. Now there isn't any defense down here, but Warrior has so many minerals. Like, I almost feel like it would have been better to try and expand, but the trouble is you still don't really have anything that can fight the Mutalisks, which is a problem.
At least now I'm building 2 more Corsairs, but yeah.
Oh, this poor Charlotte's not going to get back home. Oh, it does! Just gets away. So you've just figured out how the gas works. That's so funny.
I'm so annoyed that he can farm gas, and I can't.
Well, this is kind of funny. He's hacking. He's even gonna mine gas in front of you as well. Like, look how easy it is, man. I just walk my drones up. Oh, this poor assimilator. This is a lonely assimilator. But Warrior is double expanding again. There is another shuttle coming in. It's bringing in more zealots. Bringing in more of the boys. Just seeing what you can do. He's building a second Nidus. You are going to ignore it for the time. Stop that. Okay, well the carriers move out onto the middle. They don't quite kill anything though. The trouble is, even with +3 attack, they're doing 9 damage per hit, which is a ton. But there's so many Mutalisks. Like, look at this. It's like, oh, there's actually not that many. There's only just over 1 control group.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. This is the moment. This is when Warrior realizes, oh shit, I'm gonna lose this game. Look at this, look. Yeah.
Focus there to carrier.
Wall. I'm building a wall here.
The Great Wall of Corsairs. Oh no, there's queens here though.
Awesome.
Well, the Corsairs did what they could, but +3 carapace is pretty good.
Yeah.
And the carriers unfortunately are going to fall, and you pretty much completely run out of money. Like, I don't know what you could possibly build now. There we go. GG, well played. Warrior takes his 3rd game in a row. This is crazy. Warrior is killing it.
Such a beast. Such a beast.
Okay, so that was game number 3. We'll be back with game number 4 when we get back after this very short break. See you guys soon. Is already at DeWalt's front door. DeWalt has absolutely no idea this is happening. A lot of Ceres units did break through the other power generator, but finally, oh my god, the Corsair sees it. But is it a little bit too little too late? DeWalt is a man who has incredible micro against Zerg, so let's see if he can hold on here. He's not going to be able to hold the temple at the very least, so... And there's going to be speedlings flooding across the map very, very shortly. Now, Corsair's not going to help. It's going to be a scout coming in. A scout's like the only option he has. The Zealot, for some reason, is moonwalking on top of the Dragoon. Nice probe drill. Actually doing a really, really good job there, but is it just too little too late here? How is DeWalt going to hold on to this? Seri has lost one of his only overlords, though. He's going to lose his other ones. And DeWalt's actually not doing a terrible job. He's holding on. He's not taking any probe damage. He is now supply blocked. So both players are going to be supply blocked here. The cannon is going to come up in the mineral line. The Seri is so unbelievably supply blocked. We're not going to see any additional links coming from him. And DeWalt is holding on. It's 21 probes against 8 drones. The pylon's coming up. He's going to have to repower all his buildings. But there's a cannon here now. The probes are still alive. 20 probes. DeWalt holds. A scout as well. Insult to injury here for this failed attack by Seriosity. DeWalt was perfect micro, holding on. Seri once again trying to build overlords, but they're going down to a Corsair. And even the gateway is going to survive here. And, I mean, DeWalt, this is perfect for iRk. They needed this. They struggled at the beginning of the season. They came back and they have done a fantastic job. GG, Seri taps out. DeWalt takes game number 5 and gives the series win to iRk. Okay guys, welcome back. We're here for map number 4 of the STPL Captain Clash. Currently, Warrior is 3-0 up. If he can win again, he is going to win the whole thing. Wait, no, not necessarily if someone can 4-0 reverse sweep, but he's going to be in a pretty good spot. We're going to go into our third map here, our fourth map even. Wait, is it third or fourth? Fourth. It's our fourth map, yeah. It's going to be here on Rush Hour 3. Now, Rush Hour 3 was one of the maps from, I think, around 2008, was used in the NBC Survivor Series, or 8th Survivor Series. It's really cool. There was actually 3 iterations of this map as well. There was Rush Hour 2, and Rush Hour 3. Now, in the modern meta, it doesn't fit as well, just because it is so hard to take the natural expansion. But given this is kind of a show match, I thought I'd bring it back here. It's a lot of fun. The middle is very, very choky, which could help Incomplete here, as he is going to be playing a TVZ up against Warrior. So let's head into game number 4. It's Warrior versus Incomplete.
Yeah. Here we go.
Okay, starting us off here in the top left-hand position, we do have the brown Zerg fighting for red. It's Warrior.
Yeah, and in the mid-right position, playing in the orange color, it is the clan leader and the man of the hour, Incomplete from Red.
Now, TBC on this map should be quite interesting. Like, obviously, we had like a 25-minute game before them on Retro Feeling, which was kind of like the Lost Temple map, but this map is going to be quite hard for Warrior to be able to get 2 gas. Like, on the Lost Temple remake, the second gas wasn't too hard to take, so maybe this could benefit Incomplete a little bit.
Yeah, might be, but yeah, as you said in the preview, that this map is so hard to get your natural on. It's it's really hard. It's way out in the open.
It's way out in the open, but it's still, I mean, Warrior is 3-0 up right now. He's won 3 games in a row, 2 against you. Admittedly, one of them was on Sparkle, and Zerg is pretty good on Sparkle, so oh my god, the trash talk coming out of Incomplete Warrior here, man. It's certainly something. Okay, so we've got gas opening coming in from Incomplete again. He does seem to like his mech openings in TVZ, so that's something.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of mech openings. So
don't even have a horse. I must have missed something there, because I will tap to quickly check something, and I don't know what bit I missed. All Warriors have horses. Okay, well, with the barracks finishing, things are just getting weirder and weirder. Did you say you were all drinking whiskey, or was it just you?
I don't think Incomplete was drinking whiskey. I know he doesn't drink alcohol, but
okay.
And yeah, might have been just me, but
you're just considerably getting
getting
more and more drunk, and like you just assumed everyone else was.
Yeah. And the Warrior was after the first 3 games. Yeah, before this game, he was like, "Do you guys want to play now so I can go get a beer?" And we were like, "No, fuck you, go play. We need to beat you."
This is kind of the interesting thing about having like a weird 3-player King of the Hill, though, because if one player just kind of dominates, they're just forced to play over and over again, which means the longer it goes on, the less break they'll have, and it'll just be harder to win, so
yeah.
I like how you're trying to say Inko is when he's losing his overlord to a Marine.
the problem with being an observer as well is that you have so much time to drink between the games. So I was like sitting there watching and drinking here. So yeah, at least I could write to them.
Yeah. So we've got both players expanding, which kind of something I wouldn't have expected. I thought we might have seen some one blaze play from one of them, but we've got 2 hatch layer coming in from Warrior. I mean, he did this last time, it worked pretty well. Sorry, this is 3 hatch layer this time. So he is mixing up a little bit. There is a Vulture, pretty good Vulture micro so far by Incomplete. And there's not actually a Sunken at the front yet, so he can actually get in and do a lot of damage if he just goes right now.
Yeah. So here we go. Oh, a little bit of hesitation there.
Now, one of the cool things I've noticed is in the chat, we've actually had like 3 of the other captains from STPL in here as well. Hit 'em up's in there at the moment. He heads up Ash. We've had Daisonary, who heads up Soul. And I believe Gabe is one of the VT leaders as well, unless I'm being crazy.
Yeah, exactly. It's good to see our brothers from the other clan join in and watch us try and kill Warrior here.
Also, Logan, I'm just saying, you could actually just host a game on Rush Hour 3. Like, this is what people don't seem to get. Like, I host all these weird maps, and they're like, oh, I love this map so much, I've wanted to play it for ages. And it's like, well, why didn't you? You could just play it.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
This is a good run by.
OSVs now.
But this Vulture is in a good spot, making it harder for Warrior to expand.
Yeah.
But this is the problem. Like, Warrior can come in from multiple angles with Lings. This Goliath, I mean, he's trying his best to micro around, but it's so difficult.
Yeah.
He gets a second drone. Pretty good, but the Lings are still alive. Second Goliath. Oh, he's finally got 2 Goliaths. This should be a little bit easier to hold on to, but... Oh, the Lings forcing away the Vulture for now.
So both players, got a little setback there in the beginning. Warrior didn't have any chance of mining from his expansion with the Vulture over there, and Incomplete losing a lot of SCVs from those links.
Yeah, the Vulture doing a pretty good job, though. It did delay the mining on the natural for a while. I mean, he was obviously mining off of like 3 of the mineral patches, but that's not overly great. Looks like Warrior wants to try and expand, so Warrior definitely kind of playing the same sort of style every game. He kind of always looks to try and take an early third.
Yeah.
But it's whether or not Incomplete can get used to that and see if he can actually counter it, because the last time he didn't scout it for a while, so maybe he'll get maybe he'll be ready for it. Unfortunately, it looks like Goliath range isn't done yet, so without those Charon boosters, these Mutalists are going to be quite strong.
Yep. So +1 carapace just went up when he's kind of right away to make sure those Mutalists are ready for the +1 on the Goliaths. But seems like Incomplete is going for +1 armor again.
Yeah, the thing is, against Muteless openings, armor's actually better. Because the attack doesn't really do all that much anyway, because Goliaths do such little damage to Mutas due to the fact they are small units, but armor essentially just gives you more durability, which is most mech openings for Terran usually open +1 armor, I think.
Okay. I see.
Oh, looks like he hasn't quite gone for the third base just yet. The drone is hiding. Oh, he's going to expand closer. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't have a gas up on that high ground.
Yeah, it's a mineral only.
And noticed the Vulture, so he couldn't expand because of the Vulture was standing there.
I mean, Warrior's doing a pretty good job proving if you're going to get good with one unit, you may as well pick the Mutalisk, because in ZVP and ZVT and CVC, I mean, the Mutalisk reigns supreme, so working out pretty well.
Yeah.
Maybe this was the wrong map version, I'll have to check afterwards, but this was like the official Kesper one, so unless IC Cup updated it, because IC Cup changed a load of maps, and that's why I didn't like using the IC Cup versions. Like in Grand Line, they made it impossible to wall your expansion as Terran, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. Now, I really want to see Warrior like start to play with his food a little bit more. Like as Creative said, go for like Queens and go for Infested Terrans, because I mean, Incomplete is in a pretty good spot. He's got a good number of Goliaths, and there's only a single Sunken over here, so maybe he can break through this. But I mean, this is still a ton of Muteless. It's 11 of them.
Yeah. And he's leaving his whole base just open. So if there was links somewhere on the map, moving the Goliaths over there is like really, really bold move.
Yep, the Muteless do get pulled back, at least from the main. There is a good number of Goliaths back here. There was a couple of turrets that have been taken down. And now Incomplete's going to be able to go in and do a little bit of damage. This could be the move that would finally mean we'd see a TBZ or a ZBT of AgGes here, because these Goliaths are certainly in a position to do a ton of damage.
Yeah.
Although he does need to be careful.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't really engage the Sunken and the Muteless at the same time, so he is going to pull back, wait for his reinforcements to come over. At least when they start moving over, that should be pretty good. But the second Sunken coming up, gonna make it a little bit easier for Warrior to hold on, at least for the time being, but the more the Goliath count arises. And the other thing is, it's rush hour, so he can just kind of rotate around and go for the third base.
Yeah.
And yep, Zero, I've got AgGe casting with me. It's been pretty fun so far. Good to see you here, by the way. Grats on the additional funding for BSL as well. That was amazing news yesterday, man. Big ups.
Yeah, what's up, Zero?
Oh, this is a good engagement. Incomplete coming in from multiple angles here, completely sandwiching all of Warrior's army.
Yeah,
great moves.
That's really good engagement.
Now it looks like Incomplete wants to take a third here. Now that this is like the oddest third you could possibly expand to as Incomplete as well, because this is completely out in the middle of nowhere. But I mean, it may work. It does give him a staging ground to attack into. And Warrior saying this is a regame of map 2, because this is kind of how map 2 went. But Warrior's got a fourth base coming up. The Goliaths are going to take out all the Sunkens. There's more Goliaths coming in. And I think Incomplete is actually going to break through here.
Yeah, this is looking very good for Incomplete right now. But both players have so much money banked up. Once again.
Thing is, though, I think Incomplete's got this time, because Warrior doesn't have enough to hold on to his main base anymore. When he's building Hydras, but he's going to lose his natural. The third base is still pretty well. It's not well defended as such, but I don't think Incomplete knows about it just yet. No, it doesn't. So, oh, Incomplete does take a better third. He's going to expand down to the bottom right.
Yeah.
Okay, the Goliath's going to try and push up onto the high ground. Going onto high ground, not always the best choice. But very nice Goliath micro so far by Incomplete. Just trying to do the best he can to make sure he's never engaging the Hydras and the Mutas at the same time. This is really difficult to do, so nicely done.
He's doing great.
Now, if Incomplete can just scout the third base, and he's got an SCV so close to the fourth as well, like if he could see these bases, he could go and win the game right now. But I think he's a little bit too focused on trying to get the kill move on the main that he's not scouting properly. And look at this, there's a ton of lings coming out this third hatchery. This is going to be a massive shock to Incomplete, who doesn't actually have any units back at home.
No.
Oh, the ling's not going to find the third though. They're going to go into the natural. Now, does Incomplete realize now that there is a hidden base, or is he going to continue to push forward? Looks like he's going to try and continue pushing up the ramp. There's 3 creep colonies coming up.
Yeah.
This is definitely a weird position to attack, but he does need to defend his natural. He's taking so much damage.
Yeah, and the biggest issue for Incomplete is that he's not farming gas from his main gas. So he's like out of gas all the time.
He's not getting gas at his natural either.
No.
Oh, this is definitely a problem. He's trying to. That's probably why he's been struggling so much.
Yeah, he can't produce any units because he's trying to produce Goliaths, but there's just no gas.
He's probably wondering why his minerals are so high. He's getting gas in his main now. His gas at his third base is mining, so he is back on 2 gas. More and more lings coming in though. And the SCV is going to scout the third base. But the Sunkens are on their way already. This is so frustrating for Incomplete. I would hate to be in this situation.
But still, his hidden base down in the bottom mid, it's like, yeah, sneaky base.
Now the Lings and the Glass coming into the natural of Incomplete. A lot of Incomplete units still up at the front. There is a Siege Tank here now, so that's going to make it a little bit better. The Ling's going to try and focus down the turrets, which is obviously going to make the Mulus a little bit stronger. I mean, Warrior is still in a pretty sticky situation. He's not really able to mine from his bottom left. It's being taken out by a couple of Goliaths. Incomplete's natural SCVs are going down, but he does have that third base.
Yeah, but he's struggling so bad to get units right now. And once again, he's forgetting the option of producing some vultures behind this to just mine up and secure the bases. Just mine the
Mines are definitely good, but I mean, with what Warrior has, like, Warrior is essentially just going mass muta into some lings, so
yeah.
Maybe mines wouldn't do that much, and he definitely does need more anti-air, so these tanks are in a good spot. Does he have any scans? Yeah, he does.
You know, the most annoying thing when you're Zerg and you're just like scouting around or just moving your...
Oh no, the Goliaths are getting confused and running up the ramp.
They want to kill that.
They want to kill it so bad. Okay, Hydra's going to come in from the bottom. This really is just a replay of Game 2. So many mutas heading in on top of these tanks. And the Lings underneath the mutas are going to do so much damage. The Goliath's trying to micro around, but they are all going to go down on Warrior. Warrior's looking so strong in these series.
Yeah, I think he's been practicing a lot before these games. It feels like he was so prepared for these games.
Well, I mean, there is a lot on the line for Warrior. Red, I think, you know what, I need to reload the overlay at some point and actually have a look, because I can't remember the standings of STPL where it's been too long, but, I mean, iRk, Red, and ReV, all of them, like, all of you guys are doing pretty well this season, so...
Yeah.
There's a lot of pride here that needs to be worried about.
Especially ReV. They have some additions this season, along with Ash. Ash has also been doing really great this season. So there's a lot of clans right now doing really great from the foreign scene in STPL.
Yep. How are you guys doing in BWCL as well? Because I don't follow that too much.
At the moment, we're second behind Seoul.
Seoul are just the winning team. Like, they're first in STPL, first in BWCL, and in BWCL they can't even send out any of their Koreans either. So it's like, it doesn't even matter. They've just got such strong players.
Yeah, they have a really strong lineup, foreign lineup as well, with Bonnet, Dandy, Tai2, Gorinich, Lancer X just joined. So, yeah, Ultra, of course.
Yeah, Ultra. I think they had models, but I think he quit the game, so...
So it's a hard team to beat. But eventually it comes up to matchups, mostly. When you're trying to figure out where Fuji is gonna put his players on. So Incomplete now losing his bottom expansion.
Yep. This is definitely looking more and more like the previous game as
Yeah.
as things go on. It's certainly weird. Now it looks like he is going to be able to save us this time, and unlike the last time we saw this, he's
Yeah.
not lost his natural to Guardians, so
Nope.
a little bit of a benefit. He's still got a supply lead over Warrior. Warrior's only on 3 bases, only on 3 gases. There's no hive. Queen's Nest is just coming in. And I mean, Incomplete's still in a pretty good spot. He hasn't lost too much.
He's mined out in his main base though, and yeah, and he's not going for a bio switch this game. He's actually adding more factories, which I think
This is
good.
definitely better. Yeah, when you go into mech, like going into mech from bio is not too bad, but going into bio from mech, unless you do it really early, isn't really worth it, because the main benefit of bio is how good the upgrades scale. Like if you don't have 3/3 Marines and your opponent goes ultras, you just die. So
yeah. So he's still in a good position, but right now he's mining all of his marine SVs on gas on the bottom expansion.
yeah, this is one of those things that can happen when you're kind of focusing on so much. Warrior sending a few drones out, getting the lay of the land, but they do go down. Incomplete's definitely doing a lot better job this game than he did in game 1, so, or game 2 even. And he gets a ton of those Mutalisks.
Yeah.
Warrior's mining out of his main. Oh, a nice scan on the 4th base as well by Incomplete there. Wait, oh my god, he doesn't see it. It's so close. Oh, now he sees the creep. Hopefully he noticed the creep, because that can be so frustrating when you just missed a scan.
Yeah.
That's happened to me in a game, and I've missed scouting carriers by like an inch. It's like, no.
That never happens for me though. It's like I'm placing my stargates exactly where the Terran wants them to be. So.
Yeah, it's where they want to scan. They've just got like a carrier seeking vision.
Yeah.
NNL saying, did we change the map to sunken defense? I mean, Warrior does have a ton of sunkens right now.
Yeah.
Trouble is, Incomplete can kill this base with just a single tank, but it's going to take so long. He just needs to make sure his Goliaths don't run in and die. And that's so much harder than you'd think.
Yeah. It is.
Single lane going to go over into the natural. Oh my god, is he going to get an SCV? Oh, it's so close! Yeah, it does. Wow. Hero lane.
Oh, and look at those stupid Goliaths. They're like, nah, I'm gonna attack. I'm totally gonna attack alone.
Goliaths, for me, whenever I use them, like, it feels like even if you press hold position, it doesn't matter, they'll still run and die.
Yeah.
In TBT, it's the worst as well, because TBT, it's like, I really do need to not run these into your siege line. Oh, he's going for adrenaline.
Yeah.
I was wondering what he was going on about, but then I remembered I've just finished. Okay, Incomplete gonna take a 4th base. This is actually a pretty good place to expand to. Oh my god, these Lings conga lining in. That's so satisfying to watch. But look at this massive army by Incomplete, or by Warrior even, heading straight down to the bottom right. Incomplete scans again, does see no base at the mirror only, but he needs to react with his units. Oh no, the command center is going to go down. I really hope this gets infested. I really want to see an infested command center.
Sorry, but
He's going to kill it. Yeah, there's no queen. All these Zerg players, man. They just don't get it. They just need to build a queen.
Yeah.
There's value. If you think you get a building that can wall off, like, you don't even need to build infested Terrans. You just
need to get that infested monster there.
Yep, it's like the psychological impact as well. Also, it's like a 400 health point. Oh, like I think it's like a 900 you can infest it, or like 800 or something. It's like an 800 hit point scout as well if you want it to be.
Exactly. So no upgrades from it, but we have queens now. So I guess Warrior read your mind here.
Yeah, Queen's pretty good. Broodling is pretty good as well, but Infest, maybe even better.
Yeah. And Incomplete is running low on units right now.
He's running low on everything. Like, unfortunately, having his units out of position, losing that third, losing a ton of SCVs at his natural as well. This is a painful loss here for Incomplete, unfortunately. Oh,
Yeah.
and he even sees the Guardians morphing. Okay, so Muteless are going to morph into Guardians over this third base. There's nothing that Incomplete's going to be able to do about this unless he runs all of his units up there, but very rare that he would do that, I would say, just because there's no reason to go up there. Oh, the vessel. Does the vessel see it? He does! Oh my god, he's going to be able to kill all these Guardians.
This is
Nicely
gonna be
done.
satisfying.
Yeah. Is he going to cancel them, though? If he cancels them, it won't be satisfying. Oh, he lets them finish. There we go. Nice. Goliath's getting their revenge. Oh, but there's so many links. Oh my god, the command center is going to burn. Where's the Infest?
Yeah, where's the queens? Oh, they're in the base still. It doesn't tag along. And Incomplete is now irradiating Zerglings. Now
Well,
that's...
It's not what you want, but it's all he's got right now.
Yeah.
Oh, the Queens.
You don't have any other options. Kill
Like,
them with...
if you infest this command center, suddenly they can't repair it, and it's a dead base, so...
Yeah. That's true.
Warrior, I hope you're I know you're there, so I hope you're listening about infesting stuff. That's actually a nice irradiate on that lane. Doesn't kill that much though, but...
You would think that you would irradiate a vessel instead, and just...
Yeah, that would certainly make more sense, but...
Yeah.
Oh no, is the command center gonna burn down? Oh, there's more Guardians. Oh no. Oh, this really is a replay of game 2. Guardians killing all of the SCVs here at the third base is pretty much the only mining base that he has left. Oh no, Ling's under swarm as well.
Yeah.
And he irradiated his Goliath in the hope to kill it, but the Goliath died. Warrior wins game number 4. Incomplete taps out.
Yeah. He lives up to his nickname. That was some incomplete gaming, right?
Oh man, that's harsh. Don't do that to poor Incomplete. He
Oh
did
no,
his
I
best.
disappeared as well. Where am I?
You're back
Oh,
now.
there I am.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up?
Okay, so we're gonna head into another break again. This one will be a little bit quicker, and we'll be back with game number 5 when we get back after this short break. See you guys very soon. Ton of Matrino codes still to use, so I'm making this quick video to show you how easy it is to actually use them. So you click the Matrino link, it brings up the Matrino page. In the top right, you hit sign in. You sign in with whatever you want to. In this case, I'm going to sign in with Twitch. That'll take you back to the page, and then if you hit contribute, you put in the coupon code LSTPL. You can put a comment if you want to, and you can hit contribute right there, and it'll add it to the prize pool. Easy as pie. Okay, now starting in the top right hand position, we do have fighting for Ash in the blue. It's Radley. Radley is listed as his science facility, and you know what that usually means? Covert ops, please?
That's right, you're right. Nuke silo on the way. Where is it? Natural? Yeah, it's at the natural. I actually would have built that back in the main, but obviously he had the scanner up there, so. Oh my gosh, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
This is the
Okay,
sickest.
he's gonna drop in the pizza wedge. Where's the optical flare? Optical flare right now, oh my god! It's fucking blind!
Yeah.
That's so sick.
And look at this.
Unbelievable.
Look at his vision. He can't see.
He can't do anything! Oh, he's got a second observer. Where's the second optical flare? Oh no, that's the same. Oh my god. How good is optical flare?
There we go. Nuke's coming in. It lands.
And
Kaboom!
boom goes the dynamite. Hell yeah!
There's so many units here to defend this time, but wait.
Oh, feedback, feedback. Where is it? Oh, he fed back the
Wait,
science vessel.
there's a
So it's
ghost
not
on the army. There's a nuke on the army somewhere. The units
Oh my
are all
God.
stuck.
There's no way.
Yeah,
No way
there
he needs
is.
this army. No way.
Oh!
Are you kidding me? What? What?
And oh,
Bradley
EMP
is
though.
actually- he needs a scan.
Lockdown. Lockdowning
he
the
locked out the
observer
observer.
and the shuttle. There's two High Templar in the shuttle that can't do anything.
Oh, he's gonna cloak and kill the
Army. But there we go. Nuke dropping down on those cannons. On one.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, there's the nuke.
Oh, it's a mined out base, but I don't care.
Yeah, and boom goes the dynamite. Hell yeah. It's 6 or
12.
Yeah, just in time.
But this, oh my god, the ghost is gonna run out of energy.
Is the nuke's gonna go off though, right?
Yeah. Oh, and he still loses most of the probes. Blind nuke. Yeah, he's just gonna nuke. He's like, screw it. All of you. Oh no, two dragoons. GG.
Damn. Ah, disgusting. What?
Okay, we have a ton of Matrino codes still to use, so I'm making this quick video to show you how easy it is to actually use them. So you click the Matrino link, it brings up the Matrino page. In the top right, you hit sign in. You sign in with whatever you want to. In this case, I'm going to sign in with Twitch. That'll take you back to the page, and then if you hit contribute, you put in the coupon code LSTPL. You can put a comment if you want to, and you can hit contribute right there, and it will add it to the prize pool. Easy as pie. Okay guys, welcome. No, we've not started the game yet, but we finally got AgGe into the game. I don't know what's bugged or how this has happened, but essentially the game is broke, so we need to try and figure that out. But we got AgGe into the game finally. Looks like reloading the game seems to have fixed something. Now, Warrior just won his 4th game in a row, so this is kind of funny. We're going to be heading into probably one of my favorite maps to watch. Not that there's been that many games played on it, but there has been some really cool games on here. So we're going to be heading into AgGe versus Incomplete again. It's going to be a PvZ. I want to talk a little bit about the map when we bring it up, but not too long. Obviously, we can do that when we get in the game. But if we have a look here, let's look at the core stats. You will see that the map is Persona. Now, Persona is one of the only maps with neutral dark swarms on it. Now, the neutral dark swarms are actually on a lot of the mineral lines, on the bases in the middle and the corners of the map. That makes it a little bit easier to expand, because obviously no ranged or A units can attack the workers there. And with the way Warrior's been playing, the way these games have been going, I think we may see that in action. Because we've had, I think every single game so far has been over 20 minutes.
Yeah. Well, the swarm on this map makes it a bit tricky, but it's a cool map. It opens up for different or varieties of game styles. So yeah, I liked it. I really do.
Okay, so let's get into game number 5, I think this is now. It's W4rr versus AgGe, and it's going to be here on Persona.
All right.
Okay guys, starting us off here in the top right hand position, we do have the Black Protoss fighting for iRk. It's AgGe.
Yeah, and in the bottom left position, playing with the cool magenta color, it is the leader of Team Red, it's W4rr.
Yeah, if W4rr wins this, it's basically over. We will still watch the other games just because we did get 8 games played on 8 cool maps, so that's something I want to watch regardless. And the game's been really fun, so trouble is, like, I thought this would be a lot closer than it has been so far, because W4rr's just been killing it. Like, I don't know what W4rr took before these games, but yeah, this is it's crazy. 4-0.
Yeah, I think the beginning of each game has been quite even, but he's just beating us up in the mid game and late game especially. So it's like we lose fantasy or imagination when we get as far as 10 minutes and past that. I don't know why it's happening.
Yeah, so there is a neutral dark swarm like right out the front here. This does make it a little bit harder for Protoss because Hydras can bust up here, but if you get a ton of... Actually, Hydras will have trouble here because if Zealots just sit under this swarm, there's nothing Zerg can do about it.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, definitely right.
Also not fun. I have no idea. Unfortunately, I don't control the StarCraft channel. But yeah, looks like you are going to go for 2-gate solo. I mean, you may as well give it a try. W4rr's been pretty strong so far. This is your 3rd game against W4rr now, which is kind of crazy. But if this was a best of 5, you would be still in with a shot. If it was a best of 3, you would have lost. But this is a King of the Hill, so all still to play for.
Yeah. I think if this was a best of 5, we would have done it on a Wednesday. Just kidding. And then I would beat his ass. Nah, I'm just kidding. My PVC has still a lot of work to do on, but yeah.
So one thing I may as well ask, because it's something I don't really get a chance to ask and a lot of people don't know. What is your... When you pick the lineups for your team each week, what is your kind of thought process when you do that? Do you think anything specific? How do you work it out who you're going to send out?
In STPL?
Yeah. Oh, in fact, do it for BW. Wait, I guess either way, like, oh my god, you're going to lose the pylon. No!
Yeah.
Okay, well, W4rr is in a good spot again. I was going to say maybe it'll, like, give people too good of an advantage, so maybe you shouldn't say... Oh my god, you haven't given Incomplete vision again. Poor Incomplete, man. Just keeps getting forgotten about.
Yeah. And I think he doesn't get any vision right now as well.
Yeah, because you're kind of busy, so...
Yeah, I'm pissed off.
Yeah, losing that pylon must be so frustrating.
Yeah. Just the whole choke here. I'm like, I've never played a map where I have a swarm in my ramp. I'm like, okay, how do I deal with this? I struggle in PvC and then I get this. Yeah, when I pick a lineup, basically it depends on which league it is, but if it's BVCL, I mean, some of us leaders, we might like randomize how we set our teams, because you send in like a form where you say play 1 is and play 2, 3, 4, and 2 and 2.
Yeah.
So you want to mix it up, but also you don't want to mix it up too much, because your opponent probably thinks that you're gonna mix it up. So it depends a lot on who you play. So it's a lot of mind games, I guess.
Yeah,
But also, I don't know if the other leaders are doing mind games, so maybe I'm just doing it without.
Maybe you're mind gaming yourself, overthinking
Yeah,
it.
probably.
Now, who would you say out of the iRk roster are your strongest players?
I think if you put them all against each other, I think that right now the Vault and SPX are probably the strongest, because they are the ones playing the most one-on-one.
Yeah.
But then it depends if it's a best of 3 or if it's a best of 1, because yeah, Oja beat the Vault in PvP last night, so anything can happen in best of 1s. And yeah.
I guess that's the main difference between STPL and BWCL too, right? Because BWCL is all best of 3, isn't it?
Yeah. So that also depends on who I'm picking for the lineups, because some players are better in best of 1 and some players are better in best of 3. I mean, some players really learn to adapt to certain players' play style. Like Whistler is one of those guys that is probably better in best of 3 than best of 1.
Oh, okay.
While OJ is really hard to beat in best of 1 because he has so many tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, he it's kind of crazy. Like whenever I see him play, like he beat Scan, I think it was like a few weeks ago, and it's just like I never know what he's going to be doing when he's playing. Like he just seems to be like a complete wild card in terms of his builds. Like you can't figure out anything.
Yeah, and he's so aggressive in his playstyle, so that's probably why players are so surprised by his gaming style.
Okay, I'm just gonna say, like, Warrior, I know at this point you're probably, like, I know you're trolling anyway, but like the amount of games in a row you've just hidden thirds, like, it's about time someone scouts for it, right? Now, you've still got 1 million Sunkens, so it doesn't really matter, like, this Warrior is sunken, man. Like, I don't know about anyone else, I've never seen anyone build this many Sunkens, but it keeps him alive in, like, every game.
But he's going for the sunken defense game style every game. He's like tiring us out. He's like, okay, these guys can't win if the game prolongs longer than 10 minutes. So if I just build a lot of sunkens, they'll just don't know what to do.
Now the important question, is he going into Lair and into Mutalisks? Because there is a Lair, and oh, there is a Spire, but it's at the 3rd base, so there is going to be Mutalisks again. Why break what isn't, well, why change what's not broken? Like, just keep going Mutas. Now the funny thing is, you can actually expand to one of the corner bases. Oh, yeah, the corner bases islands, I think? No, they're not. So the corner bases, if you've never seen this map before, guys, and there's also the base in the middle like this as well, there's a dark swarm over the minerals, so Mutalisks on these bases are actually not going to be that effective, which is kind of cool. That's why I picked this map, because it's a map that very rarely saw any pro play because it was only used in a single OSL, but the games on it were really cool, so...
Yeah. The hard part with the corner maps is when the Zerg is... if they go into Lurker build instead, and you like defend with 3 or 4 cannons, and all of a sudden it comes like 3 lurkers and just burrow underneath the swarm.
Yeah, and then you can't kill them.
Yeah. And you're like, how am I going to kill this? Okay, they will rape every setup that comes near them, and they're gonna kill. They can't be killed by dragoons. And the swarm doesn't go down. It doesn't go away. It's there forever and ever. So.
Yeah. I mean, Storm's pretty good on the... I think ReV, for that exact reason, is pretty good on this map. Like, I would definitely go ReV if I was Protoss. Not that I am, and not that I can play Protoss either, so...
But basically, you can just build lurkers and put them in every single swarm on this map. I have a pretty good map coverage because then you just need Scourge to move around and kill shuttles.
Well, there's not that many Sunkens though, right? I mean, only sorry, not many swarms. Yeah.
There's like
There's
12.
4 in the middle, 4 at the bases, and 4 in the corners. So there is 12, but I mean the one in the corners aren't really going to do too much.
No, but it can keep you from expanding.
Oh, yeah.
Right over the mineral line.
Look at Worry, he's taking 4th base again.
Yep. He's greedy. And look at me, I'm like defending.
Yeah, you're getting ready to... Wait, are you defending the wrong side?
Yeah.
Oh well. It
Yeah,
stops
so
any Mulisks, so that's something. It's kind of funny because your probe must have run up that ramp as well to get into the base.
Yeah, that's what whiskey do to you. It's so fucking stupid. And I'm like, yeah, now I'm safe.
Well, I mean, I guess it could work. Like, I wonder if you've actually blocked... I guess your probe could run through there if it wanted to.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Now,
So I can't expand there as well. I'm stuck outside now. So it's so hilarious.
I love how you've got this DT as well, and it can't actually do anything because there's so many Sunkens at every base.
Yeah.
If you had a shuttle, it could do something, but unfortunately, now there's Muteless. Now, that's one thing that people may not know as well. You would have just seen the Muteless flying under the swarm. Now, it works the same with Disruption Web on Inner Coven, which is a map that's been, or it won the ASL map contest. Essentially, neutrally placed spells work slightly differently. They actually go over the top of air units. I don't know if it affects air units though. Do you know, AgGe? Probably not, right?
I don't think so.
Maybe it just looks like it does.
Yeah.
I wonder
but
if we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think that Swarm protects the mute base.
Well, it certainly stops them attacking at least. Now, there is an arc on the... Oh, there we go. My cough's coming back, but it's all good. Double shuttle Reaver. This is what you need. This is definitely a good choice on this map, but the support bay could go down. Oh, and by the time your Archon gets there, the Muteless just fly away. This is so annoying.
And it's glitching on the probes as well, so yeah.
Okay, let's have a look what Warrior's doing back at home. Evolution Chamber's done, but no upgrades. Overlord Speed is coming in. Lurker upgrade coming in as well. No carapace this time for the Muteless, so maybe a Corsair switch could be pretty good, but obviously you've not got too much money. Now you do finally have your third base. You've got the gateways coming up over there by the by the wall. I still can't believe you built that on the wrong side, but it's kind of funny.
I'm still like, I'm so protected from everything. Nothing can get into this base right now. And yeah.
If he drops, you're in a perfect spot because he isn't going to be able to do anything. Now the probe going to go up to the top right. This would be a good place to expand to. I kind of feel like bottom right would be easier to take, but I guess you kind of still don't really know exactly what he's doing.
Nope.
Oh, and the third base is... Yeah, the third base has been caught. Wait, is this why you've not transferred any probes as well? Because you think the probes can't get in?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, more cannons coming up here.
And look at this now. I'm like, how the hell did they get in there?
Oh, this is good. Oh, I love it. You got 2 high template here. They're gonna go into an Archon. Now this is good, protecting the Archon.
Yeah.
I like how you see the ramp now as well. You're like, oh no. Well, this means your Zealots can get in, but unfortunately your Zealots can't hit air, so them running up here is kind of an interesting choice, but this could be the whiskey speaking rather than AgGe, so...
This is totally whiskey gaming right now.
Whiskey gaming.
And now the sellers are blocking the Archon as well, so yeah. Nothing goes my way right
Oh, this pylon as well. Oh, triple Archon though. This is going to be something that Warrior has to be careful of. The Mutelis going to go into the main. They're going to find cannons once again, so that's quite good. At least now you can finally transfer some probes over there.
Yep.
Although there's now lurkers on the way. Oh, there's 13 swarms. 4, 4, 4, and 1 in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he said his choke's blocked by that pylon. I don't know if you tried to get a probe through there or something, but... Oh, the Archon getting on top of the Mutelis. That's a nice pick-off. Oh no, but the Lurker's getting under the Swarm on the ramp. Nice Storm though, hitting so many of those Lurkers. Oh my god. Oh my god, the Storms are so strong here. But the Lurkers are still at the back.
Yeah. And soon the cannon is gone. And
You've got Reavers though.
yeah.
But they're
They
stuck.
can't get out. They're
Yeah.
like stuck behind there, so. Yeah. Nothing going my way right now.
You have an Observer? No, you don't, do you?
I don't think so, do I?
I don't think so. So the
No.
Lurkers can't be killed either.
Nope. I don't even have observatory, I think.
At least you've got a third base. That's something.
Yeah.
There should
And
be
a
another
fourth.
Storm.
So but I don't have any drones there. Because I don't. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do have the fourth, don't you? Now the Zealot's going for a counterattack. This is actually pretty good. But Morling's going to run up to the third base. These Archons are doing so much for you right now.
Yeah. They're killing it. Then I get up the ramp here and yeah, lurkers and sunken and circling.
Well, the Archons died doing what they love, killing Zerg units. Now the cannons are holding pretty strong up here. Unfortunately, there was no additional... Oh, there was Zealots built up here, so maybe the Zealots can get this lurker, but... Oh no, you finally got some probes up here, and the lurker's gonna kill them all, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, you get it,
Nope.
nice.
Yeah. Got it! Aggie always gets to third base. Yeah.
This Reaver doing a pretty good job, killing a lot of those Hydras, but unfortunately losing both Reavers there is certainly something you don't really want to be dealing with right now.
No.
The observatory is finally up, so you can at least do something. I'm really interested to see what Incomplete is going to say. He was like mechanical Zerg, what?
And you see my cannon positioning in my second expansion there. I'm still putting the cannons too close to the swarm. And I'm like, I know I shouldn't put them there. Because they can just be killed off by Hydras or Lurkers. But
They can't be
still-
killed by... Oh, they can be killed by Hydras, can't they? I forgot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lings are probably more of a problem. Oh no, there's a big drop coming into the fourth base, but the thing is, you have the ultimate
base.
defense there already.
There's nothing there. And he was like, oh my god. He has the whole upper top of the top line of expansions, but no, I didn't.
Oh, this drop's going to come into the main base. The main base about to be mined out. The shuttle. Oh, that took some probes up to the top, didn't it? So that's quite useful. You've been able to expand again, which is good. The drop coming into the main could be problematic, but there's no Dark Swarm, so that's pretty good for you. At least I don't think there's Dark Swarm. There is Adrenalines, though, so...
Yeah, those Zerglings, man.
Wow, the cannons are doing a really good job holding on to this.
Yeah.
Wait, does he have Hive? Yeah, he does. Oh, Ultra Cannon's done. Oh no, you've got no Observer here. Oh, the Dragoons. Oh, the Observers come up. Nice. Your upgrades are doing pretty well. You've got +2 attack. Unfortunately, your Forge went down, I think, before you could finish +3, but you do have 4 bases now. I know your main's mined out, but still. Warrior hasn't managed to eat up the rest of the map yet, so you're still in a pretty good spot. Your supply isn't looking too good, but you're in a position where you can hold on at the very least.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've just realized hiding DTs under the swarm would just be amazing. DTs and Archons just sat under the swarm and there's nothing else. Like, if you made a wall of DTs under the swarm right now, the Ultras would break through eventually, but nothing else would.
Yeah. All these Ultras, man. I mean, that's a lot of Ultras.
It is. What upgrades have they got? 2-4. And then, oh my god, he's actually got Swarm as well.
Yeah.
He's finally realized, you know what, I probably need more Swarm than just the map ones. So he's going to push up, get Swarm on top of your cannons, and this is going to be a dead base. Here comes the cows. GG!
Yeah.
You tap out, and Warrior takes his 5th game in a row. Man.
Yeah. I was so tilted by this game. I did not know about the swarm in the entrance.
I guess when you get put on kicks maps, maybe when you're not fully prepared, and also maybe when you're a little bit drunk as well, it could be quite difficult. So
yeah, I should have just two-gated in my base instead.
Wait, you did 2-gate in your base, but it was just at your ramp.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine if your first pylon didn't die. All of a sudden, Warrior would probably be in a lot more trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I understand. Do you need to head off now, or have you got time for one more? Because it is Sunday. I was meant to do this on Saturday, but then BWCL were like, oh, we're moving to Saturday. And then BSL were like, oh, we're on Saturday now. And I was like, okay, I'll just do Sunday instead.
I think I can do one more.
Okay.
Yeah, go, one more.
Yeah, let's see if you can join the game. We won't go to a break this time because there's not much point. Obviously, Warrior winning once again. I haven't got a way to add these to the database just yet, but when I do, Warrior's stats are just going to get inflated to hell.
He's going to be top 10, I guess. No.
Well, it's ELO, so maybe
We're
not.
too low, meaning complete.
Well,
nope, can't join the game.
Okay. Let's try and rehost. Yeah, there's a weird bug at the moment, guys, where essentially AgGe can't join my game. I'm going to make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instead of what it was before. Let's see if that makes a difference. Okay.
No. Still no.
This is so annoying.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So frustrating.
Can you try and log out and back in again? And we'll just we'll see if that makes any difference. The weird thing is there's commas in all the replay names. I don't know if that's deliberate or if it was like it before, but I wonder if that's got something to do with it. Maybe the games don't like commas for whatever reason. Yeah, guys, if you are just tuning in or you've tuned in the middle of that game, hopefully you like the camera background for the Initial STPL. This is actually me racing against an AI on Initial D Arcade Stage 8 Infinity. So they do like a cinematic replay mode, so I just use that. It's kind of cool. Ah, you're in the game. Cool. I didn't even notice. Yeah. So, just to quickly announce what map we're going to be going into. This is going to be a map that you probably won't know. This background video was someone playing Assetto Corsa. But this map is Fatal Combat. It was used in the ASL map selection. So it's not actually been used in a tournament before. So this is going to be the debut of this map in a tournament as far as I'm aware. There may be like an amateur Korean tournament that used it, but I don't know. So we're going to debut it here. It's a very, very fun map, very much like Blitz X, Flight Dreamliner, and Ride of the Valkyries, and it's a lot of fun. So let's get into game number 5, game number 6 even. It's Incomplete versus Warrior on Fatal Combat. Okay, starting us off here in the bottom left-hand position, we do have the White Terran fighting for ReV. It's Incomplete.
Yeah, and in the bottom right corner, playing in the new green color, it is the leader of Red, It's the hacker, Mr. Warrior.
The hacker. Well, he is doing pretty well. He's 5-0 up right now. Like, my overlay doesn't show the scores properly in terms of I haven't got a way to do, like, solo games, so at least not in King of the Hill like this, but currently on my overlay it says Red is 5-0, and that is completely right. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm just going to show it off quickly because, I mean, so far, things have been going pretty well for Warrior, so,
Yeah, he's abusing these maps so good.
yeah, there we go, look at this, Red 5-0.
I'm wondering how many Benjamins did you slip kicks on the map pool, Warrior? You need to tell us.
To be fair, I asked for people's favorite maps. You said Lost Temple, so I put in Lost Retro Feeling, and he said Athena, and I didn't put Athena in. So if anything, I gave you the benefit, but then you couldn't play on your favorite map. That was the problem.
Yeah.
The coin flip didn't go your way.
I think the story is like this. He wanted Athena, you were like, no, I have these Zerg favorite maps for you instead. And he was like, oh yeah. Now these maps, Warrior, they have swarms all over the place. Just for you, my friend. Special price. I'm just kidding.
Warrior's just a god.
Yeah, he is.
I like how
He's a
Warrior's
god.
just realized there was no Athena. Like, I know he's probably joking, but like, he's been sat there this whole time going, yeah, I played on Athena. Wait. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, Incomplete, this is his third game against Warrior now. We just saw your third game, but I mean, Protoss is kind of your off race, so maybe a little bit harder for you. But Incomplete, swapping to Terran in the last year as well, so this is a relatively standard map in all things considered. The natural is very easy to take. You can wall this off pretty well. There's a third gas very, very close by. There is high ground above it with the like Troy style assimilators in the middle, which blocks the early rush path. This is definitely kind of like if Ride of the Valkyries and Blitz X, if they had like an inverted baby, this would be this map. Oh,
Look at Warrior's Zerglings, man.
yeah, they got a little bit stuck.
They're bugging out.
Okay, well, Incomplete's down the bottom of his ramp here with 2 Marines. He's going to get the Overlord maybe, but this is a trap. The Lings are going to run down here, and Warrior's going to get his Lings into Incomplete space. The SCVs have been pulled. How is the micro? This is so hard to do. I can't do it, which is why I always die to Ling all-ins, but looks like Incomplete's done a pretty good job so far. Yeah, Incomplete making his SCVs look broken, whereas my SCVs just all would have died there somehow. Like, I don't know what it is what I'm doing wrong, but it's not good.
Yeah. I think Warrior just made his Zerglings look like they were drunk or something. Because they just ran around, right? right, without doing anything.
Oh, that SCV with the kill. Wait, did he cancel his expansion by accident?
Yeah, I
Oh,
think so.
no, he's going 3 racks. He's just going to go all in.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
This doesn't surprise me. I mean, we've had 3 games where he went mech and it didn't really work out. But going for 3 racks this late could actually be a little bit interesting. Now, he did beat a Ling all in, so he is in a very good spot. So if he can get all his buildings at the right time here, he could possibly win this game finally. Someone may finally beat Warrior.
Yeah. Here we go. Go in, go.
Well, Incomplete though, he's misreading it a little bit. He's got a lot of SCVs defending his ramp. He could actually just push right now.
Yeah.
Just a
How
shame
would
he
you
doesn't know
execute
that.
this?
So honestly, I think he needed to push a little bit quicker. But I would, like, in the situation he's in, I would say maybe wait for 2 or 3 medics, just because the trouble is, like, Warrior is sunken, man, so by the time Incomplete can actually get across the map, Warrior may have like 5 or 6 sunken, so he does need to go relatively quickly.
Yeah.
He should at least get Stim first, though. Stim is super important.
I think what I would have done here is I would keep producing SCVs, and then I would just like take like 12 SCVs and just
Super all in.
stack them all together and go to Warrior Space. Kill everything.
Oh, no honor. SCV stacking here. Gas
No
stacking.
honor, no honor at all.
To be
That's
fair, after seeing 5 games in a row of Warrior win, I don't think I'd mind someone gas stacking to kill him. Like there's 4, oh my god, there's 4 mutants coming into the main, but there is some Marines here. There's no stim yet, and there's no Marine, or no medics even.
Nope.
Look at this Sunken man, he's got no Sunkens.
Nope.
Oh, he gets one of the mutants as well. Oh my god, is Incomplete finally going to do it? Is someone finally going to take down Warrior? What's going on in the main? There's no Sunkens going up in the main either. If he just bunker rushes the gas right now, this would be sick. Trouble is, the Marines don't have stim, so they can't kill the Mutalisks. Oh, they can. Oh, the drones have been pulled. Is the bunker gonna finish? Oh, it's so close. No, the SCV died. Oh my goodness, he held. Warrior, the king of holding everything. He's won macro games. He's failed in all in and held the counter all in. And now Warrior is in a good position again. He has lost a lot of Mutalisks, but there's a ton of Lings now out on the map that are going to be heading over. And his drone count didn't diminish there whatsoever.
No, he's. I mean, that drone pull he did there, that was like awesome. It just changed the outcome of everything. The Marines were way too close to the gas, so yeah.
Now, I'd just like to point out, the second he scouted more units, he started adding on a ton of Sunkens. Like, I know he needs to do this to survive, but still, it's kind of funny. Sunken Man strikes again.
And there's no medics. Oh, there is one medic. But she's in behind.
Yep. Now, Firebats do have 1 armor naturally, so they can help against these Sunkens. But unfortunately with no range... Wait, yeah, range has only just started, pretty much. Looks like while everything was going on, he didn't get range. So that's a little bit unfortunate. But Warrior's going to be able to hold on to this once again. Oh, wait. I didn't realize... the game cursor wasn't capturing at all. There we go. I thought it only meant that if I hovered over it with my normal mouse, it captured it. Can you see the cursor now?
Yeah, now we see it. Well, that was weird.
What was that?
I mean, the cursor stuff. Had you...
Oh,
like,
yeah.
turned it on?
In OBS, you can, on game capture, or on game and window capture, you can turn off capture cursor. I do that with the overlays, because otherwise it gets really buggy.
Oh, I see.
A part of me wonders if I want to hide the cursor, but I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter too much. But we've got the Mutas flying in once again. There is a lot of Marines in the main now. They do have range, so this makes it a little bit easier here for Incomplete. But I mean, Warrior, he's going up to a Queen's Nest already. And is he just going to go into Guardians again?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, and he's getting that
I'm
patented
feeling it.
third base.
Yeah.
Yeah, once again, he found the base without any gas at it as well, like on Rush Hour. Yeah, this is a really cool map. Like, I don't know if there's any major bugs on this map, obviously, because no one's super checked it. But if there's no major bugs, I definitely want to put this in a proper tournament, because it's really, really cool.
Yeah, I think so too. It seems decent, so... yeah. It's pretty cool.
I might use it in like a King of the Hill thing, because that way it doesn't come up too much, but it's kind of cool. Now, the Mutala's still flying around. Does he have +1 carapace? No, it doesn't look like he's gone carapace this time, but he is going to try and get all he's missing his shots on the engineering bay. Look how far these glaives are spreading. This isn't fair. You need to repair your engineering bay incomplete, because this is probably. Oh, there we go. Nice repair. Yeah, it was LML. It was one of the possible ASL maps. Yep. Yep. +1 attack just finished. This is going to make Incomplete Marines even stronger. But Incomplete doesn't seem to build many medics. This is a problem I have. So if Incomplete had a few medics, a few more, this would definitely be a little bit better for him. Because right now he can't really push the Sunkens. There's only 2 of them, but he can't really do anything to them with just Marines.
No. You just look at how fast the Marines dies to the Mutilies without the medics. It's crazy.
Yeah,
and now it's gonna get the Academy as well.
Oh, the Academy dying is so annoying. Hopefully he's queued up a load of medics. No, he hasn't. Oh, this is problematic. Losing this Academy is so bad for Terran. He is going to be able to cancel the 3rd base at the very least. If he scouts it, that's the problem. Sunken Man. Oh! Warrior cancelled 3 Sunkens. Oh no, the drones are going to get killed. Oh, he's going to wish he hadn't cancelled those. Oh, but now he knows about the 3rd base, so he's going to go up and kill it. He's like,
I don't know if that's the right decision here, because... yeah.
Well, he couldn't really engage the Sunkens because of the Mutalisks, so getting this 3rd base is probably pretty good.
Yeah.
There is a Great Aspire coming on the way, though, so...
Oh, Warrior doesn't cancel it either, so... Bye-bye, base, so...
The medics of Incomplete are always so far behind. I always have this problem as well, so I'm glad it's not just me. Now, 2nd gas coming up for Incomplete. Double Starport coming in for Incomplete this time. He's lost to Guardians 2 games in a row. This time he's getting prepared. And you know what?
Warrior is making Guardians in the expansion as well.
Yeah,
just to protect from the Marines.
Let's hope the Wraiths can actually get built pretty quickly here, because he's going for an add-on first. This could be problematic, but hopefully he does go into Wraiths.
Yeah.
I think he scanned the Great Aspire, but he's not going for it yet. Oh, he's going for double Vessel. Oh no, the Guardians. This is so heartbreaking when this happens, but Sunken Man is striking again. 5 Sunkens back at home. There's 2 Guardians here as well. And oh no, some of the Marines are getting baited into the Sunkens. Oh, this is not a fight he can win with this many Marines.
No, and he's losing half of them. Poor Incomplete.
There is more Marines coming in from the bottom, but this is just so many Sunkens and Guardians. They do so much damage, 20 damage per hit. It's really bad for Marines. And there we go. GG, Incomplete taps out. The first game in the series that doesn't make it to 20 minutes is another Warrior victory.
Yeah.
Although this game seems to be going on. I think I'm just going to zoom up. Does Warrior just... Yeah, he kills the base for some reason. Okay, I guess he wanted to see the win there. Okay, so on that note, that was the 6th game. We've got 2 games left. I understand you need to head off, so thank you very much for casting with me. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to get to see one of your next games as well, so hopefully...
Yeah, I'm very sorry everyone, but I have to leave. I have to make some food before for work tomorrow, and I'm getting up at 7, so very sorry, but keep going and have a great evening. I hope you enjoy the last couple of games.
Yeah, I'm really hoping you beat Warrior this time, because if Warrior wins 8-0, oh my goodness, that's...
Oh my god.
His ego is going to be way too big.
I'm not going to spoil anything for you guys. So, anyways, have a great evening. Love you all.
See you later, AgGe.
Ciao.
Okay, so with AgGe heading out, we're going to be heading in to our next map. It's going to be on Fantasy 2. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'll be back in a few minutes with game number 7 on Fantasy 2.
And people like Kix, for example, who has an encyclopedic knowledge of every map that's ever been released on StarCraft. And
he's the map man! Skibby-dee-bee-dee-bee on do-do-do. Skibby-don do-do-do. Skibidi-bidi-bidi-don, dude. He's the map man! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dee-da-ba-ba-da-boop. Ba-ba-ba-da-boop. Bee-da-ba-ba-da-boop. Ba-ba-ba-da-boop. Everybody plays one way or the other, so check out my message to you. As a matter of fact, I don't let nothing hold you back. If Kicks can do it, so can you. Gooba-dooba-dooba-dee-da-ba-ba-da-boop. Ba-ba-ba-da-boop.
Please don't listen to him for maps.
Yeah.
Coast 103.5.
Did you know it was possible to drop behind the naturals in Fighting Spirit? It's a bit finicky to land in the right place. You essentially need to... There's very specific spots in each of the spawns, which I'm going to try and show you here.
Buckle up. Hang on, we're in for some chop. I copy that.
There we go, there's one. So I believe there's actually more spots than this, but essentially it's quite hard to do. So you've got one here. I found two over here. There's also one here as well. You can also drop, I think, in this location. One thing to point out is the ghost cannot actually move. But of course what it does give you the option of doing is it allows you to nuke. Okay, it's time for a quick tip. Here we have Neo Outlier. I'm going to show you how to get over these temples with a probe. I'll also do it with an SCV and a drone as well. So what you do is you essentially send the probe up to mine, you press stop, and you go to build a pylon. Now you build the pylon underneath you, so essentially it's going to push you, then you spam right click, and all of a sudden you are through. And here is the same trick with Terran. There's a couple of ways you can do this. One of them is you build a depot, and you essentially cancel building, and you just spam yourself through. You have to be kind of stuck or either on the building in the temple or there. But you can cancel that, and just to show, you can do it both ways as well. Okay, now there's a way you can do this with just 2 workers, which is the only way Zerg are able to do this. You can also do this with Protoss and Terran as well. So essentially, you get both workers lined up here. You mine with one worker. You send the second worker to mine just behind it, and you hit stop. It can be a little bit finicky, so don't worry if you don't get it first try. We got it. No we didn't. Yes we did. Okay, so that didn't go perfectly. You can do it a lot better than that, but it does take a little bit of practice. So just keep trying, and you will eventually get it. And you'll find it actually has quite a lot of uses in various different maps. Okay guys, I am back here for another game in the STPL Captain Clash. We've just had Warrior just completely killing AgGe and Incomplete over and over again. He is currently 6-0 up. We're going to be heading into our 7th game. This is going to be AgGe versus Warrior. Let's actually go into our map as well. Oh, I've not broken this. I think it's fine. So, yeah, I kind of like all of these new overlay things. I've had a lot of them for a while. I've built this one today. But there's a bunch of stuff that I just haven't ever got ready because I wasn't ready to really use this stuff. And then I was like, I'm going to do this. And then I didn't actually think, hey, it's not actually ready to use properly, so that's why things are a little bit kind of lo-fi compared to the normal STPL overlay, but that's cool regardless. Let's head into our next map. It's going to be on the wonderful Fantasy 2. Now, if I remember correctly, sorry, I do still have a cough, guys. One sec. Yeah, so I'm not as ill as I was on Thursday, so luckily enough, I've been able to cast relatively normally. But Fantasy 2 was from the EVA OSL in 2007. It's based on 4 maps. You have Gamer Go On in the bottom left. You have... Oh, I always forget them. Can never ever remember what the maps are. It doesn't matter too much. But Fantasy 2 is a really, really cool map. We had a lot of really fun games on in the Clash for Char back in the day on this map. When I say back in the day, Clash for Char was a tournament I hosted in 2017. So it is like 2 years ago now, almost 3. We are almost in 2020. Can't wait to see Perfectly again, but it's all good. Let's head into game number 7. It's W4rr versus AgGe here on Fantasy 2. Also, these guys have been building like this story, and I don't actually know what it's been saying because it keeps disappearing before I can read it. But starting off here in the 9 o'clock position, down in the Sin Gamer Go On spawn, in the orange, it's AgGe fighting for iRk. I guess it's more 8 o'clock, but that's fine. And then his opponent spawning up here in the silver for red. It's W4rr. Sneaky Lava saying I'm the everything fantasy fan, but to be fair, this map is quite fun. Like it's weird, but it's fun. Like it came out at a time where these maps that were kind of... The maps that were used in this were kind of out of favor, and they were like, you know what, let's put them together and let's see what's going. So Fantasy, also known as Monghuan, is okay. So it oh yeah, so top right, I believe it is. No, bottom right is Ride of the Valkyries. Bottom left is Gamer Go On. Top right is Nostalgia, and then top left is Xeno Sky. Yep, that's it. They're the 4 maps. I just looked it up on Liquipedia. Liquipedia, obviously the sponsor of the main STPL tournament. But yeah, AgGe spawned in the Gamer Go On spot. W4rr is in the Xeno Sky one. Now, of course, this is a weird map. We've had some very, very crazy games so far. I know it is getting very late for some of you guys in Europe, but I do thank you for tuning in all of this time. I really wanted to do this on Saturday, but BWCL were like, we're going to cast then, if you wouldn't mind moving. So I moved, and then they were like, oh, Vincent can't cast today, but by that point, Zero announced the show matches, so... looks like W4rr is going to go for the style he went for before, went for... relatively quick lings and an expansion. And W4rr going for a Dancing Overlord over the gateways. Yeah, Liquipedia are also sponsoring BSL now as well, which is kind of cool. As well as the eSport Fund. So BSL doing really, really sick for their 8th season. I've really got to fight hard to try and catch up because I know I'm like... technically I'm 6 seasons behind BSL, but I always feel like even though I feel like I get ahead in production, in everything else I fall behind. So that's why I work so hard. Not that I see me and BSL being a competition, but it's certainly something I try and like strive to do. I wanna be at least as good as BSL, because I'm always like a little bit further behind them. Like they got a sponsor in BSL 7 with Blizzard, which I've not managed to do yet. And then BSL 8, they're like, oh yeah, we've got like a $5,000 prize pool or something. So whoa, damn. Good night, LML. Hopefully you enjoyed the games, and hopefully you enjoyed watching your clan leader just completely demolish everyone. And it is motivation. If anything, like I see it as kind of like I'm a shonen anime protagonist where I'm kind of at the back still because I've not reached my full potential. Like every time I come out with new production, like it's me powering up a little bit. Oh my god, W4rr is just starting trash talking people now. Oh my god, LML. Incomplete calling me the lovable hipster of maps. Oh my god. Lovable hipster of maps, man. Now by this point, AgGe has drunk a lot of whiskey as well, so please go easy on him. AgGe doesn't actually get that much time to play. He plays a lot when CPL's around. Oh my god, Incomplete. Inco's got the best things, oh my god. So let's just put this in perspective, guys. I know you can't see the score on the screen, but W4rr is currently 6 games to 0 right now. There is only 2 games left in this this King of the Hill. So, like, we haven't seen AgGe versus In Control yet, and I really wanted to see that ZVT, but just no one can beat W4rr. It's crazy. He's too good. When I set this up, I was like, oh, all 3 of them are super close, right? But W4rr, you're just tearing it up, man. You're too strong. I'm gonna have to make sure I pick bad Zerg maps next time, because, you're just getting lings all over the place. Like, muteless lings, they just all do so much damage. Look, you're trash talking again. Oh my god, man. Just rubbing in the salt, like, you're putting salt in the wound right now. It's just not fair. I need to do a motivational speech in Japanese. Now, one thing you may want to know, just while I zoom out, Gamer-Go-On is actually the basis for Quintessence, which is the 5-player map that's going to be in next season's BSL. So, this is what Quintessence looks like. Essentially, you have the main, you have the natural, which is quite easy to defend in Quintessence, and you have this 3rd base mineral only, which in Gamer-Go-On is really hard to defend. But in Quintessence, they actually added, Freakling I think it was, added neutral buildings and moved the ramp, so you can hold on to it a little bit easier. Oh no! AgGe's killing poor Incomplete's... oh, there we go. See, if I was better, like, my Japanese is not great. Like, it's not super terrible. It's just above basic level, I would say, maybe like lower intermediate or something. At least in reading and writing, but my speech is really bad. Like, unless I super think about things, I struggle with speaking. But I could definitely do like a motivator. That should be, you know what? That's gonna be my next like ad break thing. It's gonna be me doing like a shonen protagonist like motivational speech about how I'm gonna improve. That's it. I've got that in my head now. Now AgGe is gonna expand to the 3rd base by the looks of it, putting cannons on the high ground, making it a little bit harder to break up. Yeah, it's kind of weird because this bit doesn't really fit from any of the maps, I don't think. It wasn't in Gamer-Go-On. It wasn't in Nostalgia, which is what this base is, so I'm really not sure what the purpose of that high ground pod is. Maybe it's just to give a little bit of high ground to the people in the top right, because they don't really have much. And yeah, obviously, just in case you don't know, if you are watching this on YouTube after, W4rr is joking around with the trash talk. All 3 of these players are quite close friends, so they're not. There's no malice meant in it. Just in case you're worried. Now I know the overlay as well does say AgGe is Zerg, but he is of course Protoss. It's because I didn't manage to get everything ready in time. But next time we do a King of the Hill, this will all be fixed. We'll have more graphics, more fun, and more production. Now, AgGe, for some reason, is sending all of his zealots down to the bottom right. He thinks that W4rr is trying to hide a base again. Now, if you're only just tuning in for the first time, Essentially, Warrior has spent the last 6 games winning. He always gets a third base hidden away from his opponents, and he always wins later games. So AgGe trying to jump on top of this time. The minerals on the cliff, this is Ride of the Valkyries. And the one in the top left is Xenosky. What is attacking? Oh, shit. Pardon me. Oh, damn. There's Muteless heading into the natural. They're doing a ton of damage here. Now, there is a lot of Zealots. I have been casting now for nearly or over 3 hours. Are you thinking of a different map? Because the bottom right is definitely Ride of the Valkyries. It's just inverted. No, it's not. It's the bottom... Yeah, it's the bottom left base from Ride of the Valkyries. I was playing a game on it the other week. Yeah, it is. But it's obviously just been put on here. Oh, are you not talking about what the bottom right is? Maybe I'm confused. Okay, now it looks like Warrior's kind of killing it with his Muteless again. This has been kind of the story throughout the entire series. He's just picking Incomplete and AgGe apart. Yeah, the purpose of this map was not to pick all jungle maps. Xenosky, I think, is actually Char World. Obviously, Gamer Go On is jungle and so is Nostalgia, but... Yeah, Xenosky Char? Yeah, Xenosky is Char. Just because I have the power to do this. There we go. Thank you, Banner, for the 25 bits, man. Means a lot. Now, AgGe is getting completely ravaged here by these Mutelisks. There's so many cannons and it doesn't matter. The High Templar is going to go down before it can use Storm. And the good news is, AgGe has found the top right base, but he has found Sunken Man. He's up to his old tricks again, but this Sunken is not going to finish. The Spore is, though, so he could get a second Sunken up. Does manage to get one hit off on the DT, doesn't do full damage, though. And he is going to get this other Sunken, so this is a benefit. Because there's no Overlord up here. Wait, oh, the Spore's there, of course it is. Now there is another Zealot coming up here. I think he got a little bit lost before and didn't manage to make it up with his friends. But the way this is going, I think Warrior could win another game. Like, Warrior could actually clean sweep AgGe and ReV, and AgGe and Incomplete. But more importantly, it means Red clean sweeps iRk and ReV. So, ooh, this is good for Red, but I wouldn't like to be AgGe or Incomplete right now. Does it mean, like, if they both lose to Warrior one more time, it means Warrior has beaten both of them 4-0, so he's won 2 best-of-7s in a row. This is without any breaks as well. Oh my god, AgGe's going to get the third base, though. The Lurkers are not going to finish in time. And if he just flies away, or if he runs away, sorry, flies away. Zealots are broken, but they're not that broken. Oh, he could kill this Lurker if he just... Oh, if he attacked the... Oh, he didn't realize. Now he has killed the third base. He knows where all the Lurkers are now. So that's pretty good. AgGe hasn't managed to take a third base yet. The Muteless are in the main again. AgGe is down to 10 workers. Oh my goodness. How is 4 kills, 2 kills, and 4 kills? Like, Warrior is killing it with his Muteless control. It's crazy. He's just coming in at all the angles where AgGe isn't prepared. It's kind of hard. Now these Lurkers could be the nail in the coffin here. They are going to run into the natural expansion. Now with a good Storm, he can hold on to this, but there's no mobile detection. There's no Robo. Now a single Corsair did a ton of damage, took a ton of damage from the Scourge. And oh, the Zealot's getting on top of the Lurkers. This is a big pickoff. Okay, this is very weird. Oh my goodness. Oops. Oh no, the Nexus went down from AgGe in the main. The top right base is back up again. There's lurkers here to defend now. Now 2 Zealots, unfortunately, they're not going to do too much against a single lurker. A second lurker going to be heading across the map here, but with no mobile detection, AgGe is completely stuck in his main base. In chat, Red.W4rr10r just said to Warrior, you know you can borrow them, right? God damn. Oh, that poor Zealot. Unable to do too much now. Sunken Man at it again, adding an additional 2 Sunkens and a Spore up here at his third. He doesn't want to die to any counterattacks. His natural has 4 Sunkens and a bunch of Overlords. And 4 Mutalisks. Wait, does he have Hive? Okay, no Hive just yet, so there's no Guardians. Like, if he had Hive right now and just built Guardians here, it'd just be game over. Like, it's pretty much game over now already. But... yeah, now, this, another way you can tell this is Ride of the Valkyries is it has the island base. It's kind of funny, the Gamer Go On side actually gets messed up a little bit more. I guess there is the island up here as well, so they kind of make it fair in that way. Was that from Xeno Sky? Yeah, that base was from Xeno Sky, but they flipped it round because it had the gas on the bottom before in Xeno Sky, but that's not as efficient as going for a gas above. Now we've got double Overlords. I thought they were going to be drop lords, but unfortunately not. We've got the Hive coming in. You can see Warrior is getting ready for his Great Aspire again. He's won so many games with Guardians, he just wants to keep doing it. He's on a high, like he can't stop building Guardians. Now AgGe is finally able to expand back into his main, finally able to get a Robo up here. And eventually, we'll be able to see him break out. But this DT, oh my god, is... okay, I thought this was going to be a drone. I was like, has he got like 6th sense vision? Like, does he just know? Okay, so we've almost made it through nearly a 4-hour cast. I start at 8 PM. We're almost at 12 AM. I'm really hoping, like, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm really hoping these games don't go on for an hour. Like, I don't want 2-hour long games because I'll miss work in the morning, and I was off sick most of last week, so I can't really do that. And yeah, Manor, I'd be surprised if a lot of people played this map recently. Like, I haven't even played this map in a few years. Last time I played it was in 2017. I used it in one of the tournaments I hosted back then. Oh, the DT. Gonna run away. Warrior is getting really good with defending this. Now, I just like to point out the reason behind this is in game 1, AgGe killed like 40 drones, and he still lost the game eventually, but Warrior just doesn't want to have the same thing happen. He's just over-defending, because he is in such a high right now of winning 6 games in a row. Like, if he clean sweeps this King of the Hill, that's going to be incredible. Like, if this was KCM, he would get like an all-kill prize. Now, unfortunately, I don't have like a huge amount of money that I can give out for this, but maybe in future, when we do more King of the Hills, when we have a few additional players in, maybe we can do that kind of thing. But he'll have the pride of knowing that he all killed AgGe and Incomplete here. He's actually going double Evolution Chamber upgrades. There may even be a triple Evolution Chamber. No, it's just double. But double Evolution Chamber, very good. He's going into Ultras again. Great Aspire is done. Where are the Mutalisks? Ah, there they are. They're going for Guardians over here now. Looks like AgGe is going to try and expand to the 3rd base, but look at this common problem that players seem to have against Warrior. There's a cliff behind a base, and Guardians are good there. Now, T45 is claiming the Warrior doesn't need any money, so If he doesn't need any money, perhaps he can share the wealth. Just saying. Okay, we've got a Dragoon. It's seen the Guardian, so that's something. Oh, this could be good. Storm is very good against Guardian. Oh no! A full energy High Templar goes down. Oh my god, Guardians are so good in this situation where you don't have enough. Like, AgGe has been so far behind for so long. Now, the funny thing is, Mana, the reason why I don't have any money is because I recently built a PC. Oh my god, what is this Ling doing? It's kind of like dancing with this Defiler. But when this Defiler comes out, when Swarm goes down, how on earth is AgGe supposed to hold on? Yeah, PCs are expensive. I spent about £1,000, I think, on my PC. But in the end, it's been worth it. Like, it's been so much easier to cast, not having to worry about my PC blue screening, and being able to, like, render videos at, like, a decent speed. Like, I was rendering a video the other day. It was, like, a minute clip. On my old PC, it would have taken, like, maybe an hour. No, maybe less, like 20, you know what, like 30, 40, oh my god, those storms were good. Oh, those Guardians got wrecked. Yeah, it would have taken me like 40 minutes to do like a minute, 2-minute clip, and now I can do it in like a minute. Maybe a little bit more depending on how many effects are on the video and stuff, but like, it's a lot more, oh, it's a lot faster now, which is super good. Now, Warrior does have his 5th base. He did take this mineral only, so mineral only third's another kind of common thing in Warriors games. But this is more so the maps that were in this. Yeah, I had a really rough rendering time. And you gotta remember how many videos I rendered on my old PC. I've also got the Adobe Media Encoder working now as well, so I can actually output to MP4, which means I don't take up like 10 gig with a single video. Oh, a big drop coming into the main. This is going to be the nail in the coffin. There's absolutely nothing AgGe can do about this. There's going to be tons and tons of Lings dropped off. Oh, that's a nice storm. But unfortunately, I just think it's too little too late. He doesn't have enough stuff anymore. He's down to 37 probes. He's losing probes again. And befittingly, he used a Doom drop. Nicely done, AgGe. Warrior, in case you don't know, streams a lot of Doom. He's a really, really good Doom player as well. So if you like Doom, watch his stream. It's really, really cool. You speedrun Doom, right? Or am I imagining things? Okay, well, the Ultra's moving in. They're going to clean up everything else. Another Doom drop coming into the main base. All of AgGe's probes are going to go down. And so is AgGe's hopes in this game. iRk have been 0-4'd. A complete granny here for iRk, with Warrior winning 4-0 over AgGe. That's kind of rough. But all is not lost. We are currently 7-0 up for Warrior. What a ridiculous series. There is one more game to go. The final game. It's going to be here on Desert Fox, and it's going to be a TVZ between Incomplete and Warrior after this short break. See you guys very soon. Okay, we have a ton of Matrino codes still to use, so I'm making this quick video to show you how easy it is to actually use them. So you click the Matrino link, it brings up the Matrino page. In the top right, you hit sign in. You sign in with whatever you want to. In this case, I'm going to sign in with Twitch. That'll take you back to the page, and then if you hit contribute, you put in the coupon code LSTPL. You can put a comment if you want to, and you can hit contribute right there, and it'll add it to the prize pool. Easy as pie. Okay guys, welcome back. We're here for game number 8, the final game of this crazy series where 90% of the games have gone over 20 minutes. Okay, I'm going to put this into perspective. I've casted 3 best of 5 Team League series for STPL quicker than this series has gone on. It's crazy. It's been a lot of fun though. The games have been absolutely balmy, so if you have missed any of them, do go and check out the VODs later on Twitch and on YouTube from tomorrow. STPL is going to be back again tomorrow as well. I'm finally going to bring it back. I brought it back on Thursday, if you can call that bringing it back. I was so ill that I really shouldn't have been casting, but I'm finally in a position where I can eloquently talk, so that's something. Just because I've not shown it off for a while, we're going to introduce the 2 players again. Now, this doesn't have any of their latest wins in. I'm going to try and work out how to get those into the overlay. But let's have a look at driver number 1 in the Toyota AE86. It's going to be Incomplete. Incomplete, is he going to be the Takumi here? Or is once again Atsuo, who is Warrior in his Skyline GTR V-Spec, is he going to win his 8th game in a row? I have no idea. But this is going to be on Desert Fox. Desert Fox, a 3-player map from the 2006 to 2007 NBC Movies 10th Survivor League. Now, an interesting thing about this map is the mains are blocked off from the naturals with neutral buildings. So this is a very strange map. It does work as an island map because even once you get into the natural, the 3rd base is blocked off by minerals. So you can mineral jump a probe over or an SCV or something and build buildings, but there's not really too much point. And I guess your longest streak, actually that is a fair point. Do I count, I'll have to figure that out, because maybe it'll be a little bit unfair if we put your 7th game winning streak in a King of the Hill. What was Atsuo's? You know what? Maybe I got the name of his car wrong. Atsuo drove a 25 GT Turbo, so I'll update that on the overlay. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you, Red, for being more of a car nerd than I am, because I don't know much about cars, but yeah. Okay, so let's get into game number 8. I've never said game number 8 before, because I've never cast a best of 9. So let's get into game number 8. It's Incomplete versus Warrior, and it's on Desert Fox. Yeah, Warrior, if you can remember what all of those text things were, if you could send them to me on Discord, that would be very, very helpful. Because I have completely missed most of them. Also, you guys really need to use top versus bottom next time. These colors have been really bad. So 2 curbs, the score is Warrior is up 7-0. I need to get it so I can get the score on the overlay at some point, but this is the final map. Warrior is looking to clean sweep his way through AgGe and Incomplete over and over again. The 2-player maps didn't work with chat when AgGe was in the ob slot. Okay, that's weird. Now going for the spawning pool first, a little bit interesting on this map, there is a building blocking you from getting to your natural expansion. But this is yeah, I definitely I think the banning didn't work for random, so I think regardless, I'm going to need to make sure people do top versus bottom. But if you look, you've got a temple and a power generator blocking you from your natural expansion. The gas is in a weird place because the map's from 2006. There's actually a creep colony here, which adds some creep, I believe. This was a way they kind of balanced it for Zerg, because it meant that other races couldn't just expand. Like, you'll notice that there's these island bases with minerals on them, so that meant Terran couldn't just expand easily. Yeah, they could have picked colors before the game. They did random because I think they thought that it was going to fix it. But in the main STPL, just make sure people are doing... Even AgGe points out his colors. Yeah, most players don't pick their colors. That's why top versus bottom is a rule that I've instilled. Now, this could be a lot like Neo Arkanoid, where you'd think that temples blocking someone in their base would be enough to stop someone else dying from lings, but that hasn't been a problem before. Now, Incomplete is going for 2-port Wraith, I think. Yeah, he's still got guys in gas. He's got a factory on the way. He's seen the fact he can't get out of his base, so at least he's not going to try and go for two-fact or something. Yeah, white versus cream, certainly not the best. When you actually... The worst thing about the colors is the minimap, because when we look at the actual units, it's not too hard to distinguish them. It's just on the minimap it's so difficult. Maybe it's just my eyes or my screen, but yeah, it's certainly hard. But it's not too bad. Now, I'm glad there's been so many of you that have tuned in. I was worried because obviously where they're captains of the teams, they do a lot more organizing than they do playing. So they're not the highest level players, but we've had some really amazing games so far. And just overall, like, I'm just kind of glad you guys joined in with this for me as well. It's been a lot of fun. We've seen some cool maps, some maps that I probably wouldn't be able to get away with putting in the main STPL. But in a King of the Hill format style tournament, I can put in anything I want. That's the best thing. Kix has found his new calling. Like, I'll do the STPL, and on the side I'll do King of the Hill, Initial STPL, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So this is the first of hopefully many, many additional tournaments. There's actually going to be a Christmas Cup coming up nearer the end of December, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I need to do the announcement for that. And I also need to make overlays for it as well, so... Christmas Cup is going to be a little bit more standard. It's going to be like a standard cup format tournament, so we're not going to have like King of the Hill or anything, but yeah. Wheelie McSpeederson. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 2-port Wraith coming in here for Incomplete. This could be... Oh my god, could this be the build that ends Warrior? Could we finally see Warrior get taken down at the final hurdle? Yeah, look at this. The Creep Colony making it impossible for other races to get their expansion without... killing the creep colony, so you can't glitch units through the buildings. And as a matter of fact, the way the buildings work, you can't glitch here either, because you can't build a pylon, so... I definitely do feel that AgGe should have played ZVZ with you at some point, because his PvZ definitely wasn't working out. Okay, so the Wraith's going to be coming into the main base, but there is already Muteless on the way. And no matter what the map, no matter what the time, Warrior will find a way to get Muteless in a third base. And look at this. Getting the third base as well. Oh no, there's no cloak. There's no engineering bay. He's not going to be able to kill the Muteless. He's just, oh no, he's going to die. He's going to die to the Muteless, isn't he? Like, you would need Flashlight Micro to deal with this without Cloak. Nice shots. Wraith Micro is so difficult as well. Oh, I feel so bad for Incomplete. This could have been such a good situation if he had Cloak. Oh my god, AgGe, you can't say that. This is a child-friendly stream. Well, it's probably not child-friendly because of all the, like, straight racing, but... Well, Incomplete does have more Wraiths coming on. He does have turrets, so maybe he can hold on against the initial wave of Muteless. There is only 6 for now. But it's going to be difficult. It's going to be so hard to deal with this. And oh no, the turrets aren't going to finish. Well, one thing I will say is for the final game of the day at least, we're not going to have an hour-long game. I mean, if we do, I will eat my words, because genuinely I don't see how this could possibly go on for 20 minutes, but the turrets are done, at least one of them. The second turret needs, like, an SCV just needs to, like, touch this and it'll finish. But unfortunately, he didn't manage to do it, so... Oh, wait, have all the race died? I think all the race have died, haven't they? Yeah, this is... Oh, there's one left in the mineral line. Unfortunately, this is the end of Incomplete, but fortunately for Warrior...
Thank you for all your effort, Quicks.
Thank you for the sub, Twitch Prime man. A second-month sub from you, Warrior, means a lot. Thank you so much. Warrior, you have done an incredible job in this series. I have no idea how you managed to win 8 games in a row. Your micro is incomplete. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Okay, well... Unfortunately, we're watching the slow death chimes of Incomplete as he slowly fades away in this game. This is the last ever tournament game, at least for the next few years, that Incomplete is going to be playing. Well played to Warrior, of course. GG. Warrior has proven today out of the 3 leaders he has been the strongest. I wonder if we set up another captain clash with some more captains in, maybe things will be different. Thank you, Warrior, thank you, AgGe, and thank you, Incomplete, for all taking part. It's been a crazy series. And of course, good luck to Incomplete with his parent micro. His parent micro. Oh my goodness. But yeah, good luck to him as a parent. I think his child was recently born, I think, as well. So he is probably already up to his neck in parenthood. Yeah, this is really sad. It's like when the OSL went away, but it's Incomplete going away. I'm gonna start tearing up, and I'm gonna do like an emotional speech. Oh no. Well, Incomplete will still be around. He's not going away forever. It's just he can't devote as much time to organizing stuff. So that's just how it is. That is the end of our 8-game series. I would bring up the results, but I don't have a result. Oh wait, I do have a result screen. I forgot I fixed that. I do. Let's look at the results. Now, they're a little bit one-sided, but you can have a look at how good Warrior is. So, the first 5 games, Warrior won with a 5-0 sweep. He went up against AgGe, then Incomplete, then AgGe, then Incomplete, then AgGe. And then let's continue this on. And let's have a look. Wait, I didn't actually add the win for Warrior. Let's do that now. Look at this. By the power of Grayskull, we've added the final result there. An 8-0 victory for Warrior and for Red. Ridiculously well played series by Warrior. There's been some incredibly good games, so if you did miss any of them, do go and check out the VODs. It's well worth it. The first half of the caster was joined by AgGe himself as well. That was a lot of fun. I've never casted with him before and hopefully enjoyed that. So that is going to be it from me today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, of course, to Liquipedia for the sponsorship of the main STPL tournament. And thank you to Maturino. You can also add money to the Maturino page by just putting in the code LSTPL if you haven't already. Click on that Maturino link in the chat, and I will be back tomorrow evening with your regularly scheduled STPL. See you guys there.